Yellow.
Hey, I didn't expect you to get on so quick.
Yeah, I just saw it and then I'm like on this problem assignment. It's just if I get past this question one, the rest of it's easy, but it's just kind of confusing. So I figured this could jog something if I take a break. I don't know.
Are you doing homework or something?
Yeah, at the same time, just trying to get it over the line, man. I'm just about tired of all this.
Oh, was it math or is it something else?
It's AI, but it's right now I'm like coding in Python and I'm trying to figure out how to make this heat map, but I don't say make
Oh
a
yeah, well,
41.
forget my help. I can't help you with that. I know nothing about that stuff.
A lot of people can't help me, even the professor. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why they give out assignments like this.
Yeah, I know how you feel though. I understand you on that. But yeah, hopefully we get Mike on because and some others. I guess that should be.
UFC last night. I had a feeling Brunson would win.
I saw that. Yeah, man, I thought Kevin would win. I thought he'd get the early knockout
I
because
thought he would just get. I don't know. I didn't know how Brunson was gonna win, but I while
yeah,
I was
he win.
watching it got very clear to me. Probably first round. That
Well,
I thought he was when he took him down that first round. I said this guy's gonna win the rest of the fight because the other guy, he doesn't. He still wants to play the part of the Joker and keep talking and all that, but he'll look back and say, "He said, man,
yeah,
he talks too much." Man.
he actually quit with 12 seconds left.
He did.
Um, no, like he just
Corner.
walked away. He
Yeah,
accepted losing.
he said something in the third round, in between rounds. He said, "Listen, it's all about having fun." What? What do you mean it's all about having fun? It's about winning. If you win, you get paid. If you lose too many times, you're cut, you're gone. How's it about having fun? You can have fun on UFC 4 on a video game. You don't need to do it in this is not the time for fun. That's ridiculous. And that's the second time I heard that like another guy before it, that Max Griffin dude, he's talking about how he fights better when he's having fun. No, people need to throw this fun thing out of their head. This is a job. This is a profession. If you do well, you stay on, you get paid. If you perform badly time and time again, you're gone. There's times for fun after, but not now.
You know, Kevin Holland, I'm a fan, dude. I support, but it is hard to be a fan of someone because he reminds me a little bit of Adesanya, but the difference is he really is a nutcase. This Kevin Holland. I mean, he is crazy, 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 and he got hit with an elbow, right on the ground, the hard one. And when he gets hit, he goes, "Hey!" Like how the coaches were saying, "Hey!" from the corner. And I'm thinking like,
One day he won't be saying that. Somebody's gonna
no,
hit.
exactly. And he's been very fortunate to lose the ways he has. One submission loss, and then you have the decision losses to guys like Thiago Santos.
That was a tough
What
fight.
if what if someone knocks you out? You guys still because I'm still gonna follow the dude, but the point is you
Got
threw away a big
that second
opportunity.
round.
He threw a big opportunity away, you know.
Yeah, he had all that
Um,
momentum for somebody so lowly ranked.
I mean, he's number 10, and Brunson was number 7.
Number 7.
But Brunson went back to his roots. He wrestled. But you know what? Holland should fire his team. He
Yeah,
should
that's a
fire his
whole
team.
bunch of, come on, yeah, let's go.
Did you hear in the corner? He's like,
They
I
can't
know,
control
he's
him.
just really heavy, he said.
He said it's just what heavy?
He's like, you got to get up from the takedowns. And then Holland's like, I know, guys, but like he's really heavy.
I mean, of course. I don't know what the team is doing. It seems like it's the you know what's it? The dog is wagging. What's it? The wagging the tail. Who is it?
No, I don't even know, dude.
So I'm trying to think. The dog is wagging the tail or whatever. Or
I think that's the saying.
it's some. I'm forgetting what the saying is, but the inmates are running the asylum basically with his camp. I don't think he gets in whenever he gets in. He does what he wants to do. That's what I think is going on.
Mm.
They can't do anything. They're just there
Um,
for a chat. And that Jack Ray knockout, yeah, it was good, but Jack Ray's a 42.
mm.
Didn't he just come back from 205?
Yep, he fought Jan
Yeah, so
in a hug fest.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did you see when the decision got announced and when
He
Bruce
actually
Buffer,
tricked me. He actually
huh?
tricked me by putting his hands in the air.
You know what, dude? You tricked me by fucking doing that as well. For
Yeah,
a
I got
split
tricked. I
second.
was like, huh? I was confused.
You
Yeah.
would have made a stream. You would have been going, "This is BS judging," and you
Oh,
know
definitely, yeah. There's no way he won the fight. Not even a chance. He probably won a round, maybe round two.
that second round.
Enough to counteract the ground time. I thought probably not, but it being generous. But other than that, he lost every other round.
Yeah, like being generous.
All
Dana
about
White was
having
the
fun. I took you down. I'm the only person to take you down in the UFC. That's a win for me. What?
yeah, but that was when he was fucking tired, man. Like like to claim a moral victory over that is a little bit silly, you know.
And Dana White just temper tantrums out or whatever. He should at least congratulate Brunson. Brunson is man enough to say it wasn't a good performance. It was a hug fest. It was a nut.
Well, why doesn't Dana focus on making fights instead of lowballing everyone? And then the mega fights that can be made end up not happening because people lose because they fuck around too much. You know, he should worry about that instead.
His issue is he keeps begging Khabib to come back. I don't care about Khabib. It doesn't. He doesn't. I've never been real. I never liked him as a fighter. I don't like his personality really. He's just not me. I don't really. He's just not my taste.
Yeah, some of the comments he's made recently about Ferguson and all these other guys, he's saying like because I don't even fucking want to talk about the guy. He's retired anyway, you know. Credit to him, he did what he did. You know, he didn't move up in weight. That's fine. You know, Anderson, GSP, they moved up in weight, but you didn't.
He's not.
You know,
He's
so
not the best. John Jones, Silva, GSP, they're all better than him, man.
yeah, you know,
They do it all. They do it all. How can you? Those guys are not specialists. They can fight.
They can do it all.
Fight on the ground. Gaethje literally in that fight was bent 45 degrees. Did you see how he was? He couldn't. He didn't even stand up straight. He was that scared of the takedown. It's a disaster. I mean, what a joke.
GSP will jab Khabib's fucking head off.
Like the moment he gets in there with somebody who's not afraid of getting taken down and who can actually recover from that, he's not losing, he's getting knocked out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I wish him and Gaethje would stand on the feet, but we already know what's going to happen there.
Yeah. Obviously the title of the video, I got to check the WhatsApp group as well. I don't have the sound on it. Is Povetkin and Whyte. They're fighting this week. And you know, it's funny because this fight actually should have been over quite a while ago.
Yeah,
last year in November. But we're here now, and Tyrone, let me know when you need to go. Like, you know, if you need to do something or whatever. But you know, it's intriguing this one again. I was intrigued for the first time. But I'm finding it very hard to make a case for how White can win this rematch because I put in the chat the video, but I might bring it up now even. This guy just can't seem to get it through his head that he was indeed beaten, and really, in the end, got knocked out cold. He was like a set of bongo drums. You know those African drums that they use?
Mm-hmm.
He was like that on that knockout. There's been so much going around. This guy is making a fucking pile of excuses as to how he lost and a bunch of contradictions. He's got people in
I
his
don't know what he.
corner.
I don't know what he said. What did he say? It was a lucky punch and all that stuff. I
Well,
mean,
that's what Lamar Povetkin said.
well,
But
I wouldn't say lucky, but it was very fortunate to have gotten that off.
well, I'll explain further. But in fact, I might just pull the video up. But this guy said even at my worst, I beat Povetkin. Well, brother, you weren't at your worst in that
From the
fight.
majority of the fight, but he got caught.
Yeah, you got caught. But that's not just the only situation in which he got exposed in. Because to me, dude, he was losing that inside fight. He couldn't land that left to the body at all.
He
And
had it a couple of times, but the movement, and I felt he was getting to him, but he just let loose that punch and dropped him. But I think I also saw something during the Coley Glacki fight, and I've had my thoughts about that to myself actually before the fight even started. People are giving him praise, but listen, Glowacki is tailor made. I've seen Glowacki since he fought Usyk, which isn't that far long ago, and I saw the Bradis fight. Glowacki is tailor made for Okolie. Like I didn't even have. I knew it was going to be something like that. Some big right hand was going to hurt him badly. Not go straight down after that, but wobble him, and then he would follow up and he'd go down anyway. Glowacki's always been chinny, and the target was right there.
oh yeah, man, you
So
got the
I don't know why we should. Glowacki, I don't think is better than Charles Barton. Actually, I
yeah,
take that back. But still, anyway. But they brought White in, right? In the Zoom or whatever they did.
yeah.
He looks obese as usual, but he looks like he's put on a lot of weight. I don't think he's really trained too much for this camp. He looks really really fat.
He is. Listen, I will always say this. He was better in 2016.
Yeah,
He was in better shape there. He
240.
didn't overthink things,
Yep.
but he changed a few things. He looks heavier than 252 and a half because that's how much he weighed in at 252 and a half pounds. He's going to come in fucking much heavier. And let me just I don't think I'll play the just the video just for like a background thing. But he said that when he hits in this video I'm about to show, he says that I think Stipe Parkour. I actually think Stipe.
I think Ngannou. I think
Well,
Stipe's.
I hope Ngannou, but I actually really do think look at these comments here. Oh man. This is the Macarena. Man, this is ridiculous. But I'm just gonna put this up. I don't know when this was, but they're in Spain now. They're in Gibraltar now, or however the fuck it's pronounced. Because 1 minute,
I love boobs. The fuck.
yeah, no, it's crazy. But this was obviously a few weeks back because he got his hair cut. I saw
Yeah.
he was on the broadcast, but dude, he doesn't look fit.
No,
He doesn't look fit, and I don't know. I think he's gonna come in heavy. I think he's gonna come in at like 256, 257.
I think he might come in over 260.
You think?
Yeah.
But like, what in his mind, what benefit is that really? I mean,
They don't want to
he'll
work
only get
hard to drop the weight. They don't want to work hard to drop the weight. It's the same thing. Even I'll put it to me. I know, if I want to get lean again, like I was, I need to lose, 10 pounds to get
Mm.
back in shape. But I'm lazy. I don't have to look good for anybody. I look solid with the extra 10 pounds. I start making up all these excuses, from being should be at 175, but I'm at 185 right now just because I like to eat and I hide it. I'm 6'1", so I look lanky anyway. But I know I can stand to lose 10 pounds of fat, but I'm lazy.
I get that. He got up really quickly from this knockdown,
Hmm.
which I found surprising, um, given his age and the wear and tear. And I thought he'd be on shaky legs, or I thought he'd be out, but he showed will. He showed heart. Um, you know, it seems that way, Tyrone, that he doesn't really want to drop the weight, and I don't see why coming in heavy would benefit him. He'll have worse balance. He'll be slower. He will tire out quicker. Like I said, dude, he's trying to. I think he's going to try go for an early knockout because look at what happened when he got complacent.
I think
You
he's going to
know,
try to get him out early doors.
he can try to do that, but the problem is, you're in that line of fire as well. And listen, dude, you remember when Chisora had this dude on the ropes in the first fight? Chisora almost had him out of there, dude. Like, when they exchanged, like, Chisora fucking got him right on the top of the head. Boom! Left hook. He can't defend that shot. He can't defend uppercuts either. And he's not improved it. If he hasn't improved it since 2015, and I'll always say this, he's not improving it now. He's not. And you got guys like this Xavier Miller, who I don't rate. I don't think Xavier Miller's a very good coach.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I just know he's kind of been substituted in there. He seems like he's, okay with letting the fighter run things.
Yeah, but it can't be that way because,
You're
like,
right.
that's how it was last time. Remember, Dylan was listening to Dave Colwell more than this guy. You
Yeah,
know,
trainer.
you can't be doing that shit. That's bad. And then you have this new guy that was a sparring partner or a former opponent of Lennox Lewis saying that this man's jab is like Lennox Lewis's jab. These are the type of people that you don't want in your camp that are blowing smoke up your ass and saying, well, hold on a minute, I got to check the damn chat. Yeah. I mean, who said this? Oh, that's Slick Rick. Okay.
Who you got between they should make Dilly? That's where I disagree, Parkour Master. But I do agree with you that Ngannou wins. I think it. Yeah, he's fresher. If he worked on the stuff he was supposed to work on, he should be able to get. He should be able to knock out Stipe.
My thing with that fight,
Yeah,
because I'm a big Ngannou fan, right?
yeah.
But I think he might lose. And I'm going to say this, okay? Because I think Ngannou should win. Really, this is a fight he should win, but I wouldn't be surprised if he lost.
Yeah.
I didn't think his performance against Rosenstruck was that good. I was relieved he got the victory, but that was not good. That you come out like that with no balance, swinging like a fucking like he looked like Chisora in that fight, dude.
No, he looked worse than that.
Yeah, he did actually. But the point being is that's not good. If you do that with Stipe's gonna throw that fucking right hand down the middle,
Yeah.
and he's gonna clip you. Because he Ngannou can be knocked out. Yes, he has a chin, but he can be knocked out. Like people making out like he's this invincible guy. He's not, dude. He's not. And I love the dude, but he's not. And
I think he'll be somebody else. I like that Cyril Gain guy.
Cyril Gane,
I
yeah,
like him. I like
yeah,
him.
he's
It was
good.
boring versus Rosenstrick, but I like him. I think
Yeah,
he's a more he's I wouldn't say he's like an Ngannou explosive, but he's just has more stuff in the toolkit.
he has
Big
more.
punch. He's just a
He's
I
more composed.
like him. And I don't say I like fighters a lot. So big praise. Big praise.
Oh man, my thing is this: if he starts to get wrestled and he's tired within 5 minutes, that means he didn't work on his cardio.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't do it.
yeah.
He didn't do the work, and that's gonna piss me off. But if he wins, I'll be very happy because it's a real big thing. But yeah, Parkour Master, he looks a bit like Anthony Joshua. Nah, come on, man. No way. They should
I
make
can see how. I guess the face. I guess.
what?
I mean, I gotta see them side by side.
I mean, this is come on, Parkour. That fight is not of an existence. Maybe I'll bring up something.
Yeah, that fight isn't. Listen, I've had this. I gave this opinion about this White Wilder.
Oh, hold
In
on.
the past.
Before you go,
Yeah, 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 go ahead.
sorry. I saw the El Foul player stream. I watched that. I left a comment under his channel, so I saw you, Loz, Mike, and him talking about it. That was a good stream. But yeah, it was like a couple days ago, I think. He put it in the chat. But
I
anyway,
think
you go ahead.
something like that. But the White fight, I think. This was my opinion. It's actually a unpopular one. I didn't want to see, or I would have rather had him get White out of the way instead of Ortiz too, because I didn't understand why they made Ortiz too. I didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, man. I mean, I was kind of wanting that as well. I was wanting him to just be like, "Yeah, get him the fuck out of here, like shut this dude up," you know. And hell, do it in your own hometown if do it in his own hometown if you need to, you know. But yeah, I mean, look, dude, people are talking about that fight like as if White has already beat Povetkin. Like these are the fans, dude, that claim that this is an easy win. This is not an easy win for White. If he was like the way he wins this, if he catches Povetkin with something, and Povetkin's old age is just unable to support him, or he gets fucked over in the decision because he showed more heart, he showed more power, he made adjustments within that minute of rest. What more is there to say? I mean, you know, Dillian, this is the fight of his life. But you guys are like, oh yeah, well he can fight Wilder after. What kind of mentality is that? Like, I don't know, man. Like the one that bugs me a lot, Tyrone, is the Ruiz fight. When people say Wilder should fight Ruiz,
No, 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 no.
I grunt my teeth together.
Listen, I'm different. I don't care, or we're kind of the same, right? In that we're different. I like the Gary Russell approach. That's just my opinion, man. I would rather you fight nobody than to fight comp that. I'll ask you this, Parkour. If he were to beat White or Ruiz, just give me your honest answer. You wouldn't give him credit for it anyway, right? It's not really a big win, really. So what's the point? His thing is to get that third Fury fight and just push it to his deathbed.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, you can answer
that. Really, there's no moving on other than getting that third one back with him at 100%. Because everybody knows Wilder looked totally off that night. I think a fight between them is always going to look similar as the first fight. You know, if Fury gets a decision and Wilder's 100%, Fury's 100%, then so be it.
No, that fight ain't going that's not going the distance if it happens. You know, Coach Chris actually thinks that he'll never fight Wilder again. He calls him a chicken shit. Man, I'm telling you, dude. You know, Parkour, you can answer Tyrone's question when you're able to, but yeah, I mean,
Wilder White fight or Wilder Ruiz fight is entertainment for the haters, and some
yeah, they want that. But Tyrone, that is their way of pushing him aside and saying, "Oh, well, you can do this and
no,
that."
no, no. Be honest, Parker. You really wouldn't. because we look at it and we'd say, he has 2 losses, he got knocked out, all this stuff. That doesn't give him anything. You may have given him credit before, but definitely not now.
My thing with Whyte is this, okay? And look, dude, disclaimer, I don't hate Dillian Whyte, okay? For all those sheep out there that have tried to take clips of my videos and, YouTubers blocked that shit, and, claimed, Watcher is this and that. I don't give a shit. Whyte is good, but he's not up there, dude, okay? Like, he lost at British level, and he lost at world level, but he lost to a guy in the lower tier of that level. That is something people have to understand. He lost at British, and then he lost to the number 9 in the world. You can't dispute that shit. So don't try to put him up. What's up, Mike? How you doing?
Yo, Tyrone's watching what's happening.
Oh, not much, man.
Salute.
Oh, man.
What y'all over here? What y'all over here drawing about?
We're drawing about Whyte's stamina.
Oh shit! Yeah, know I'm always talking about that. It's piss poor. It's been piss poor. But what are you gonna do about it? Probably nothing, because this dude is he's literally like talking about everybody else, but Povetkin.
Yeah. So me and Tyrone were discussing that, because we were watching the Akoli fight yesterday, and he was on the broadcast. He was watching it from Portugal, the fight, or Spain, wherever, because he's in Spain now at that venue. He looks obese. Dillian looks obese.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this one thing. He probably looking good, but that don't mean he got the stamina, right? Who owns that gym? Not only that is like what I keep saying is that it wasn't just Dillian Whyte's stamina. It was the stamina and it was his defense. You know what I'm saying? The guy is horrible on them too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got away with that with an old 41-year-old the first time, but he ended up getting knocked out. But if he's looking good and Alexander Povetkin got the win, what is he doing?
Nothing. Just like this heavyweight division, nothing.
No. What I'm saying is we don't know. We really don't know how they're gonna show up. But it took this long for this dude to figure out that you ain't got no stamina to fix that shit.
He was tired within 4 rounds, dude. 4 or 5. He came out that 5th round, he was doing that leaning.
Okay, let's talk about this. When he hurt Anthony Joshua, right? When he hurt Anthony Joshua, if you go back and look at it, when he hurt Anthony Joshua, when he failed to get rid of him, look at his legs. He was dead tired. Yeah, he got the heart and the tenacity to overcome that and the will to win, but he never had the conditioning. So if he has the conditioning for this fight, still, the fact still remains is he going to get caught?
I think he will. And like I said, that defense has not been fixed since 2015, dude. He's getting caught with that same shot, whether it's the left one or the right one, every fight. Like, man, Chizora's getting him with it. Not dropping him with it, but he's getting him with it to the point where the dude's having whiplash, and he's getting close to being that bongo drum again, like the boom boom, like that. Like, it's seriously bad. And like, you got guys in his corner telling him that his jab is like Lennox Lewis's jab. Man, you don't want that in your camp, because when he was throwing that jab, he was leaving it at his chest. And there were times where Povetkin, his feet weren't in the right position to come over the top with the overhand right. You saw him attempt it, but it couldn't happen. But the point being is that, people are acting like, oh, yeah, he'll, okay, cool, Mo. He'll get past Povetkin. Will he? Because the first time he got iced. And he was getting hit too much to the body as well. Far too much. Both of them were taking a huge risk on that inside game. But Povetkin, in my view, was getting the better of it because he was hitting Whyte with all those fucking... When Whyte would lean down, you know how, like, he doesn't know how to roll under punches, dude. He just leans over and he's like an ironing board. And then Povetkin is just hitting this dude in the ribs over and over. It's like, that shit needs fixing.
I mean, you know, it's not even just that. Is that, you know, he needs to learn how to place his feet. You know, he doesn't do that well. You know what I'm saying? He's still over there. When he gets tired, he still goes back into kickboxing mode. You know what I'm saying? He needs to learn how to position his feet with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because that overall would give you the angles to at least move out of the way or to get on the offense. But he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's staying too squared, up with motherfuckers. He's throwing punches and can't keep his balance. Especially when he gets tired, all that shit goes out the window. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it does with a lot of fighters, but you know, your technique and the things that you learn in training should be the things that you should go to when you get in those modes, because in that way, you know, when you go back to the basics, you know, you won't get fucking caught by a slow aged Alexander Povetkin. But the thing about him being slow and aged, he still has the power to knock you one hitter quitter to end your night. He still got that one hitter quitter at 41, 42, whatever how old he's gonna come in this fight at, to knock you out. One hitter quitter. And a lot of heavyweights don't have that. Dillian Whyte left hook really ain't even got that, because how many motherfuckers got up after Dillian Whyte hit him with a hook? He got to wait till later on in the rounds for the motherfuckers tired and all that shit to keep him down. Dillian Whyte went to sleep. Sleep.
He goes.
Just saying.
He when he gets hit, he goes, man. He's a goner.
One hitter quitter. You know, and you can't say that about a lot of heavyweights out there that got a one hitter quitter. Can't say that. And then you got that hook that Povetkin throws. You got that hook too. And we all know if Dillian, like you said, if Dillian Whyte looking good, to me, Dillian Whyte style, he needs to be more lighter on his toes, because he want to be the guy to throw the jabs and shit like that, and to try to he want to be that guy, the outboxer guy. That's what he want to be. You got to be lighter on your toes. Now, box somebody, you got to be lighter on your toes. And if you ain't training on the balls of your feet while you doing all this shit and bending at the knees, bending at your lead foot, dipping down, learning how to roll your shoulders and shit like that, he's going to get fucking caught again. You can't stay and trade with this guy. Yeah, you're gonna knock him down. Yeah, you're gonna hurt him, but he's still got that one hitter quitter. Just saying, Alexander Povetkin and Dillian Whyte are in the same boat. They both had championship fights that they lost. Fucking lost. They both have been in the runnings for championship fights, but find a way to lose.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's PEDs or in the ring, whether how it is. And so with these two guys, it's gonna be over. I think this fight is gonna be whoever putting the more work in the gym is gonna win. Because they both need stamina. They both need better defense.
Yeah. And they'd be more clever in there. Like Povetkin, he was getting caught first time. He didn't know what he was doing inside that pocket. Dillian hit him with that right hand, and he kind of froze up, and he got caught with that hook, right? He got up.
Yeah.
And then the second one, he came in a straight line, hands down, and Dillian had his hands, he had his hands up, and he threw that counter, and he caught him right on the fucking chin. So both guys need to be a bit more clever in their approach. But like I said, Dillian to me, dude, on that, like I saw him, dude, on that Sky stream just yesterday. The dude looks out of shape, in my view. And who knows, maybe at the weigh-in,
Who
he'll
look
look
out of
good.
shape?
Dillian.
Oh, I must have heard you wrong. I thought he was looking good.
No, he does not look good.
He looks obese.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think he'll probably come in at. From what I saw, the angle I looked at, he looks like a 270 guy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they brought him into the little telecast or the podcast or whatever.
Oh, my bad, Watcher. I heard you all the way wrong. Like,
no.
Bruh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I'll put money today that he will. I mean, it's obvious. He will come in heavier than last time as a baseline. He looks
dude wants to come in over 200. If that's
definitely
the case, Cameron, that's over 250, 252.5 pounds. And you want to come in heavier.
Yeah.
What kind? See, I was asking you this before, Tyrone. What benefit is there to coming in like this? Because remember, dude, when he fought Vak in Saudi Arabia, he looked like a donut on legs.
How much was he? 273?
271.
When?
In 2019.
In Saudi Arabia.
That dude, yeah, he's an idiot. Like if I was his mom and daddy, I'd be like, Mama Clyde, like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, are you serious? Like, look, Tyrone is not no fucking professional, power lifter, working out food or whatever the case may be. But he's a fucking full-time student and he ain't doing that shit.
Nah, I've only put on 10 pounds. That's it. But I know that I got to drop that weight.
I don't get it. Like you don't have to fucking work. You do not have to work. You made enough money. You do not have to work. You might not have the most money in the world and stuff like that. You know, you have enough money to where you can do whatever you want to. But what's up with the gym? You can't wait till 3 months out to just get up in there and stuff. You got L's on your record. Hot ones. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? You got L's, PED cases. I don't know what the deal is. Because if I was him, because I heard you all the way wrong, I thought this dude was looking good. I don't understand. I don't understand it. It's sickening. You fighting a 41-year-old. You should be coming in here whooping this dude's ass. Mud stumping him. And see, this is the reason why I like Derek Chisora. Because at least Derek Chisora is a man. He ain't talk shit, but at least he allows people to fucking, get him to that point. This dude is just an asshole. I don't know what it is. You always talking about you supposed to fight Deontay Wilder, but you can't even get in the fucking gym. You lost against Alexander Povetkin, and you coming in, man, you got titties. You got titties still.
I'll kind of play the video just a bit, because that is a similar angle I saw.
I hope he ain't got. If he got titties, man, it's a wrap. I think he going to sleep again.
That from the side it was kind of straight on.
Nah, that's a different, because that's an Instagram one. I gotta find the clip, but because he shaved his hair as well. He shaved that all off.
Yeah.
So when UCAT ask for his hair sample, he won't have to provide shit probably. But on a serious note,
Yo, Mike looks frozen. Okay. I was about to say.
No, what I'm saying is, you in Spain, right? Daniel Kinningham had a gym in Spain, right? You got all these dudes putting money behind you. You got all these dudes riding on you that you're going to win this fight, including your family. You got the opportunity to get another heavyweight title shot. And if you, boy, you had, what, 6 months? 9 months, whatever it was, to get right.
Oh, here he is. Let me bring this up.
Mm.
All right,
Mm.
this is new. This is new. I haven't seen this yet. Hold on a minute.
And the thing about it, I don't dislike Dillian White as a boxer. I expect more when you get out of the amateurs. I expect you to get in the ring looking at least like a fucking professional.
Right.
I expect you to get in the ring and put in the work in the gym as a professional. Nigga ain't doing it. So what we got here?
Take that hoodie off.
Yeah, his face kind of looking chunky.
Yeah.
I remember in 2012 he was baby faced.
No. You see,
Better,
my,
have you seen a
His
picture?
cheeks look big.
Wayne,
yeah, they do.
for a kickboxing event where he was like 220, 230.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Goodness.
But I'm talking about in 2012 when he popped for PEDs.
Yeah, that's when the change happened, because when he came back, all of a sudden he came back heavier at like
No,
this.
that was professional boxing. That was professional boxing the first time he popped.
Yeah, I know, but before he popped, he was in the 220s, 230. And then after he came back, he was like 238, 240, which we said, okay, all right, maybe this works. And now he's blown up to 258 and 260 and even 270. He looks like he's going to be over 260 for sure.
Like, this dude literally had Anthony Joshua right here in this fight. He almost had him out of there, right? He tasted a championship title in the ring. He tasted it. And since then, he never had no stamina. In that fight, before that fight, after the fight, and to this day, no, I don't, boy, call Bomac. Shit. Call Bomac. Call somebody. Call Tyrone. Shit.
I'll try to get him right, but it'll be both of us sort of working.
You see that the t-shirt he's wearing?
I love boobs.
Yeah, well, you might come in with some of them.
Y'all saw, I can't see it. I'm froze up. I'm gonna leave and come back in a second after I say this. So I was supposed to go and record Jermaine Franklin working out this Saturday, but I had to work.
Where were you recorded that? At McDonald's?
I don't know, but I was supposed to pick my boy up
at Burger King,
all that stuff, but I had to work this weekend, so I couldn't do it.
Where did they want to meet you at? McDonald's?
I don't know. I was gonna pick him up at his house,
and then go to McDonald's.
My teammate be working out with Jermaine Franklin. So I was supposed to go up over there with them, but I had to work. And what he's telling me, he looking better than his last fight as far as titties and shit. Because he told him what I said. He ain't got no stamina. I told him. I even showed him that people like Boxing Square and people all around the world got channels talking about you. And they saying you ain't got no stamina. You ain't got no punching power. You ain't got no offense and no defense. He told him that. And you know what he said?
What?
He just said, I'm working on
it. I'm working on it.
But at least he didn't come out with something smart and whatever. He know that he see what he's doing. Let me come in because I don't know what the fuck going on, man. Let me come in.
Salute to the people in the chat as well.
Salute, Mr. Sheldon, the one and only. He probably has you probably have 3 other guys who changed their name to yours again once they caught wind.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some weird.
They're obsessed with Mr. Sheldon. I've always seen that. Like, sometimes I double take on some comments because I was like,
it's just too far now. I mean, there's people making videos on Drew Titan. There's a channel that's got a thumbnail, right? But yeah, I don't give a shit about them anyway. I mean, you know.
best
But
thing, and I'll tell
hey, Mike, can you see this? Hold on, let me just put it up. Just let me know if you can.
It's coming. I see it coming up.
You see it?
Look at the belly.
He got a gut. Yeah, he got a gut.
Yeah, look at the belly.
Oh, let me go back a bit.
Course.
Let me go back
Yeah, but
a
at
bit.
this point, there's no need.
Look at the
There's
face.
no need. I don't know, bro. At this point, there ain't no need for him to be lifting no weights. Okay, that's cool. The band is good. That shit's good for your ligaments and shit. Yeah, okay, I see him working on his ligaments and shit. But he needs to leave. I hope he's been leaving the weights alone. He don't need them.
And I see some of these guys, they just kind of do all of this explosive stuff. You know what I mean, with the little ladders and the fucking the ball, the yoga balls, and fucking the sleds and stuff, and burning all these calories. But then they go home and eat a pizza. It's the most. No, seriously, it's like I've done that before myself. It's the most like just counteractive thing you can do. It's just like, and it's stressful because you're having to run, every day, doing all this hard stuff, and you're gaining weight actually while sweating a ton. It's just it's a disaster. Just wean the calories off. He probably needs to cut calories by at least 1,000 calories a day because he's eating way too much food. And he could get down in like 2 months. Easy.
That's the fastest I've seen Dillian move.
I'm just saying, watch her. You know more boxing than me, right? So look at Dillian Whyte, them long ass fucking arms he got, right? Imagine him being lighter on his feet.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit. Him just being light on his feet and moving. You can't have a Lennox Lewis jab and not moving. You can't be.
Mo's backstage watcher.
You can't have a Muhammad Ali style and not know how to. You can't have a Muhammad Ali style and be in the ring and then say you got a Muhammad Ali style, but you ain't got no fucking rhythm. Anthony Joshua. You ain't got no rhythm. You're trying to do is two-step, but you're fumbling over your own 2 feet. Hey, Mo, what the hell you doing? You got a curfew?
Man, what's going on, bro?
Salute, guys. Salute. Yo, what's up, everyone? Yeah, what's up, Mr.
What you about to do in the screen with the thing on the shirt that say "I love boobs"?
Listen. Let me tell you something about Dillian Whyte. Yeah, Dillian Whyte, he can't box. Everyone's buying the hype, of him just beating people like Lucas Brown and those type of levels. Like Oscar Rivas, to me, he should have lost that fight. This guy, he's been cloud chasing all his life.
What on
earth? He's just a B-level fighter.
Look at that belly that's poking. Look, Mike, look at it.
He's a B-level fighter. That's all he is. He's not all that.
What? What is this?
What's he doing?
What the fuck was that? That right hand? No, you can't throw that shit.
That's the
this guy. Listen, this guy is not a boxer, man. I'm telling you. Oh my god. This guy's a kickboxer.
Play it again, watcher.
He's not a boxer. That fake ain't gonna work.
Come on, look how low this dude's hands are.
No, watcher. Look, watcher. If anybody watching that right now with that fake, I tear your ass up.
Yeah,
I tell your ass. Look how the fake is. Look, no, throw that shit if you want to.
Look how it's poking.
I know your face. Look, nah, I'm fucking you up. You ain't even throwing your left hook right. You ain't even throwing it. turning your body. You ain't turning your arm. You ain't turning your shoulders.
It's all good having the big arms and stuff, but like that sack he has, no.
My whole thing is like in the ring, of course, right? But also the mental as well, with just how you know, he's just not focused, it seems. Like it seems like his mind is everywhere else but Povetkin. He's saying in this video, this time it will be different. When I hit him, he'll feel the vibration. He'll be vibrating from my punches. So that gives me the impression that he might want to come in heavier. But that's not what you want in this fight. You can't just bounce on your toes for 3 minutes and then be tired and still try box that way because you're too open. This dude's got like a 79-inch reach. He's got long-ass arms, man. He's got dangly arms, you know? You can use those attributes, but you can't do it when you have no feet. You can't plod forward like that, you know? And you need to, again, do that high guard he uses. He needs to improve on that. He really does.
Yeah, I do not care whether or not Dillian Whyte loses or not. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to watch the fight, but I don't want to watch the fight when if this dude comes out of shape. I don't want to watch that shit. I want to watch an in shape. I want to watch heavyweight fighters get in the ring and be in shape. It looks sloppy as fuck when heavyweight fighters, both of them, get in the ring and be out of shape. That shit looks fucked up. You can say whatever you want to. The reason why Dillian Whyte lost the first fight, because he, first of all, his offense is fucked up and he got too relaxed and he has no stamina. That's the reason why he lost. That's the reason why he lost against Anthony Joshua. That's the reason why he damn near lost against Derek Chisora in the first fight. Yeah, exactly. He fucking won against Derek Chisora in his last fight because Derek Chisora didn't have as much stamina as Dillian Whyte. That's the only reason why he didn't win. Dillian Whyte is the one that needs to do something for himself. Because, like I said, he's a professional boxer. Yeah, I might not like his personality and shit, but I know that he possessed the qualities to win this fight. And if he's already exhibiting things that show you that he's not about to do what he was supposed to be done, then fuck him.
Do you know what's so ridiculous? You know what's so ridiculous? They put the price up now on the pay-per-view. It's £25 now.
You know what? If I was in the UK and I see this guy on weigh-in day, I wouldn't buy the fight until weigh-in day. If you
I didn't even buy the first fight. The only fights that I buy is AJ's fights. I don't buy Dillian Whyte's fight.
No, ain't no wrong. Ain't no wrong. You buy the fight. What I'm saying is that
to me that's not pay-per-view though.
If these
to me that's not pay-per-view.
If these two guys look out of shape, especially Dillian Whyte, there ain't, man, fuck them. Suck your, whatever the Jamaicans say, suck your mother. Go, like, get the fuck out of here.
I just really think that he is coming in heavier, and I think that in his, and my guess is as good as anyone else's, but I think his impression is that, well, all I got to do is hit him once. Yeah, but you hit him twice and you still couldn't get rid of him. So don't worry about that. Work on getting in shape. Because remember, dude, when heavyweights start saying, I've got to cut weight, dude, you don't need to cut weight. The other weight divisions, yeah, they need to cut weight. The smaller weight divisions especially. You shouldn't be at that stage where you should feel the need to cut weight every fucking time you are getting filmed training. You clearly aren't putting the work in, and he has been lifting weights, I'm pretty sure as well. Let me go to his Instagram. Let me see, because that's just gonna make him put the fucking weight on.
He doesn't need to lift weights.
You see.
He got power. He got power. Like, work on this other shit. Like, look, y'all know I play semi-pro football, right? See,
Yeah.
practice for me, running out when we doing 7-on-7 or 11-on-11 in practice. To me, that's like sparring, right? So the more I get beat up in practice, the more I get better in the game. If I'm catching all these interceptions, if I'm not getting beat on these plays, if I'm not getting in work, if nobody's teaching me how to properly defend against slants, comeback zigzags, bubbles, sweeps, all these different type of plays, when it comes game time, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Who the fuck is this dude's sparring partner?
Alan Babbage.
Look, I'm telling you.
That guy's too small, man. Alan Babbage, what?
No,
Is he not like cruiserweight?
He ain't got no fucking defense either.
Unbelievable.
He's supposed to look.
That's ridiculous.
He's supposed to be mimicking in practice. They supposed to be mimicking the defense that I'm supposed to go up against. So they're supposed to run their plays, and they're supposed to run it kind of how like the wide receivers is running their plays. Same thing with the running back. So if your training partner is Babic, right? Okay, Alexander Povetkin ain't got the best defenses. Okay, cool, right? But Babic don't have the knowledge that Alexander Povetkin has, because obviously the problem with Alexander Povetkin in that fight was he was missing the left hook and he was missing the uppercut. He missed like 5 uppercuts and about 6 left hooks. Before that round, he threw it. Actually, Alexander Povetkin he landed a couple uppercuts, but he didn't have the angle and the leverage behind the punches to put him down. He didn't have it. But then when he had the leverage and gave it to him, he went down. Dillian Whyte don't notice that. His trainers didn't. If you go on some you mean a current trainer taught Tyson Fury how to punch hard, but all these other trainers can't.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, do it?
Nope, it does not.
It's because he hasn't been fucking doing it. He hasn't.
Yeah.
He used that as an excuse to say this is the reason why we won. When you know that nobody around the world gonna say Deontay Wilder came in looking sickly, looking like an AIDS patient. But Dillian Whyte could have beat AJ, in my opinion. He could have won that fight. He ain't got the. You can have all the heart in the world.
How would he win that fight? Tell me, Mike.
No, he could have won that fight that he lost against AJ.
How though?
What do you mean how? He had him hurt. He didn't have this. He didn't understand him.
He couldn't beat him.
You see his shoulder as well?
He literally, look, Dillian Whyte literally hurt Anthony Joshua, right? He threw a couple of punches, then go look at his feet. Look at his feet. Look down. Don't look at him throwing punches. Just look at his feet.
I'm telling you now, listen, Andy Ruiz will fuck up Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is not all that. I'm telling you, man.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Dillian Whyte, a lot of people think he's all that.
No,
listen. Dillian Whyte is a B-level fighter.
Whether or not Andrew Ruiz will whoop Dillian Whyte is not my point. My point was that Dillian Whyte could have beat Anthony Joshua in their first fight at professional.
Okay, he rocked him, but he got rocked as well.
No. He rocked him and failed to get rid of him because he never in his whole professional career had stamina.
I think a lot of people are making a big deal about that bit. You know, he touched him. That's as far as I'm willing to go. He touched him. I don't think he hurt him
No,
because we
he hurt.
know when AJ is hurt, you know, he wobbles around like, you know what I mean. He doesn't get his stamina back. He
No,
struggles a
he
lot.
hurt. It doesn't matter. Is it?
He was
Look,
listen.
Mo.
He was touched. He
Look,
wasn't
Mo.
hurt.
You know
Like let's
look,
be
Mo.
honest. On
If I hit you, Mo, if I hit you, and your knees go weak, right, right, and then you see a guy literally go on a defense mode, like oh shit mode. That's what Anthony Joshua did when he got hit. The reason why, look, when you say hurt, it doesn't mean that whether or not you about to be knocked out, you ready to go down, or anything like that. You know, if I hit you again, you're gonna go down,
you have to
or
remember,
you're gonna
Dylan
be in
White.
trouble.
Listen, Dylan White did come from for AJ, but guess what? Look what happened to him. He got
He
knocked out
missed. No, he missed. He missed
because
Here
his
he's
we
not
go.
last
all that.
punch because he
Look,
had no stamina.
this is what happened to him. Look, see, he hasn't got the legs. His legs is wobbly. Look, he hurt him. Look,
It doesn't.
see, you couldn't
No,
hurt
it
him
doesn't
no
matter.
more. Look, look,
His
look,
legs,
look.
because he has no stamina.
It's nothing to do with stamina because once he hurt him, AJ hurt him back, and then Dylan White felt the power
No,
and he backed off.
no. Do you know
Have a
what
look.
happens to you as a boxer with your legs? When you ain't got
Have
no
a look. Have a
stamina,
look. Have a look.
your legs look weak.
Forget about the legs.
Your
Have a look.
legs
Have a
don't
look.
look weak. When you ain't got no stamina, and when you in the gym wearing them big ass long socks, so you can bring more circulation up to your body, but you forget your legs and your ankles and your feet need that circulation too.
No, 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 no. Look at the screen.
So
Every
you
time he
get.
gets listen. Every time he gets hurt. Every time he gets punched, Dylan White
I
backs
can't.
off.
I can't see it, but I know what I know what it looks like. He hit Anthony Joshua, had him fucking fucked up, tried to throw a couple punches. Before Anthony Joshua hit him, look at his legs. Look at his legs when he's throwing the punches after he hurt Anthony Joshua. Just look at his legs. Don't look at the punches. Look at his legs.
Yeah, he stood up straight, man.
Look at his legs. He can't fuck. He don't have no fucking stamina.
Yeah, he needs to I don't know, man. He needs to get a lid on it because
It's the same way like this. Go back and look at this. I'm gonna tell you again. When Deontay Wilder hurt, when Deontay Wilder knocked down Tyson Fury in the first fight, right? When he knocked him down, go back and look. Deontay Wilder, he could say whatever the fuck he wants to, but he was dead tired.
yeah,
He wasn't hurt. He was dead fucking tired. He knocked him down, went straight to the body, threw a jab to Tyson Fury's body. When what he should have did was he should have threw that jab, went to the body a little bit more, and then went up top. But Deontay Wilder threw that jab and then went up top, and then he stopped, and then he hugged Tyson Fury because he was tired.
Let me make an example, okay? Against Oscar Rivas, yeah. No, actually against Parker, Joseph Parker. Dylan White was bullying Joseph Parker. In the end, when Joseph Parker showed Dylan White no respect, Dylan White got scared a little bit. Like Dylan White is a bully, okay? If you punch him back, he backs off. So there's no way in hell that he could have been, he's gone now. But there's no, in my opinion, I don't think AJ was hurt at all. A lot of people want to say, oh, he rocked him, he done this, he done that. They want to build his confidence up, watcher. But to me, I don't think he was hurt at all. Everyone gets punched in boxing. It's part of the game, man. You know what I mean? You get hit.
well,
You hit back.
my thing with the Parker fight is that Parker got headbutted. He got headbutted early on. He got headbutted in the second round.
I remember.
And that affected Parker for the whole fight. If you look at the first 5 minutes of the fight, though, Dillian couldn't land a single punch on Parker. And
until that headbutt.
Yeah, and then that changed the complexion of it. And then Parker came back and he rallied, but it wasn't enough.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think. Listen, I think Mike, you give Dylan White a lot of respect. Fair enough, but I think Dylan White, to me, he's just a big bully that he uses his size a lot. To me, he's not a great boxer. Okay, who has he really beat? That's so great. Like with me, I don't see like Parker win. Like Parker came over loss, okay, and Parker wasn't really concentrating. If he faces Parker right now, I think Parker beats him. I think Parker actually knocks him out because a lot of people obviously want to say, "Oh, why didn't Parker knock out Junior Fa?" Junior Fa was holding a lot, but Dillian White's not going to hold Parker. They're going to fight like men, and I think he's gonna get knocked out. I think Parker shouldn't took that fight. It was a bit too early. You know what I mean? I think his trainers were to blame for it, you know, and his managers to take the fight so early. I think obviously Eddie Hearn obviously gave them a lot of money, but I think he shouldn't took that fight. His mind wasn't really there. He just lost his title, you know what I mean? So I just think we give Dillian White too much respect. Look at him. Look at this fool, Dillian, man. I can't stand the guy, man.
No, I wasn't giving Dillian White like what I wasn't giving him respect. What I was saying was that I like him as a boxer because I see that he has potential. You know, whether or
See,
not
no.
anybody. That's
Can you see the
just my
screen?
opinion.
Yeah.
And huh? What you say?
No, did you see the screen? Did you see how he was getting buttered? What round was it?
No, I
Watch
can't
out. What round was that?
because every time he plays something like my screen go frozen or something like so I you know. But anyways, you know, Dillian White has potential. It's just that, you know, does he recognize that? You know, that, you know, he needs to do certain things to get his game plan rolling. Like, does he recognize that his offense and defensive game needs a lot of work and not just get up in the ring and keep doing and fighting the same way that he does? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he got to change it all the way up.
He hasn't got the
Right.
chin either, man. I think, unfortunately, I think Dillian White, you know, once you hit him, that's it. It's over. You know, Povetkin hit the same shot what he hit to Dillian White to AJ, like, and AJ was a little bit rocked, but Dillian White got knocked out with the same shot. So I think to me,
Well,
it's the
you know
chin.
what?
He's got a chin
You know
problem
what,
as well.
Mo? You
He's
know
got
what,
a leg
Mo?
problem. He's got a chin problem, and he's got weight problem. He's got gas problem. He's got too much problems. This guy has
You know
not got
what? You
gas
know
to his
what,
belt,
Mo? At the
and I
end of the
think
day,
he's hyped too much.
can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You know, he's a fucking professional boxer. You know, uh, whether or not him having the trainers and stuff like that. You know, in this day and age, you know, if you want to learn how to get more head movement, if you want to learn how to do this and do that, the third, you know, finding a trainer that can get you that ain't nothing but a phone call away. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a fucking phone call away. Um, you got I never heard of these cats even trying to hit up Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? You a heavyweight boxer hitting up Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd Mayweather didn't have to worry about no heavyweight punching power. You know what I'm saying? Because every now and again you see him get hit, but in the heavyweight division, especially when he was, you know, first coming up and stuff like that, people had one hitter. A lot of motherfuckers had one hitter quitters. You know what I'm saying? Now, so much, a lot of these heavyweights don't have one hitter quitters. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why a lot of these boxing matches, people they get too relaxed and they take their time. They could take their time and stuff like that.
Can you
You
see
know
this?
what I'm saying? I can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
I found a video as of recent Povetkin at his training camp in Krasnodar.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put the link. I'll put the link in the private chat, so you can see a bit later if you want. But I'll just put it on the screen for the other viewers that can see. I just want to see how he looks because on his Instagram, it doesn't look like he posts a hell of a lot there.
Oh, so this is new, yeah?
Yeah, this is new. This was like a couple days ago.
I don't know, man. I don't know how Dillian White is going to beat this guy because at the end of the day, Dillian White, you know, he had this guy down twice, and then this guy somehow came back.
He can beat Povetkin. There are ways. I have a feeling he's either going to try get it done early, or he's going to try go for a decision and
No, that's not gonna work out.
he's got to try lean on Povetkin. This is some good work here from Povetkin. Not too much. He doesn't look. He looks slow because he is older, of course, but he's throwing the hooks. He's working head movement. I hope he's working angles. This is something he will need. That little Russian dude with the glasses in his team.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing. If he has him in the corner, if he has him in his corner, oh, he dipped off again. He'll be good. But like I said, you know, it's tough because if Dillian tries to go the distance and hold and clinch, he has to make sure he doesn't get hit because, again, as much experience as Dillian Whyte has in kickboxing, Alexander Povetkin was kickboxing before he boxed. He was a championship fighter multiple times, and he knows how to throw those shots even when you hold him. You know, I think the guy that got it right to an extent was Michael Hunter because he made Povetkin work even in the inside there or in that clinch. I don't know if White's going to do that. I think what White will do is probably lean on him on the ropes. The same shit he did with Chisora, the same shit he did with Joseph Parker. So it's harder for Dillian, in my opinion, to get the win. But he can do it. And I won't be surprised if he wins. But
you know, the guys that you just mentioned,
Povetkin.
but those guys don't have the power what Povetkin got. Those guys that you just mentioned, because Povetkin, if he gets him close, the uppercut is always there. That's what I'm worried about. The uppercut is always going to be there. To me, I would say just do what you was doing in the beginning and get it done fast. Because if you take too long with this guy, Dillian Whyte is going to run out of gas. Povetkin, he knows how to like get his gas back. He's experienced. And in the end, he's going to knock him out. So he just needs to get it done quickly. He could do it, but I think he just, I don't know, he's holding back a little bit. Because in that 4th round, I think he could have got it done. But 5th round, we all know what happened. So he just need to get it done ASAP. Otherwise, if he takes it too long, he's going to get knocked out again. And I can see it happening. This thing about using your body and, you know, on the ropes and stuff like that, I don't see that happening with Povetkin, man. Povetkin is a different type of breed. He's cut from a different cloth. He's gonna use his power. The guy might be short, but he's strong. Povetkin is a strong dude.
Povetkin needs to be careful on the breaks when they come in close and he pulls out, because that's how we got caught the first time. He was there and he was just too unsure of what to do when that first knockdown happened. Like, he was unsure. He was in a bad spot, a bad position. But the second one, see, my thing is this, right? It was simple mistakes Povetkin did to get caught in his case. But with Whyte, you know, that combination, he jab, slip, pivot, turn, all that good stuff. I don't know, dude. I feel like Povetkin took a bit of steam out of Dillian as well with those body shots. Those were hard body shots, man. People want to ignore that.
They was going tit for tat for a minute, but, you know, you could tell that there was some good body shots, man. They was giving each other. There was no light shit, man. Them dudes were taking some good shit, you know. But, you know, that's one thing with like I say, Dillian Whyte don't know how to get out of that 6th round. He could do whatever he wants to somebody. He could knock him down and all that shit. But the more energy he uses before that 6th round, you know, Dillian Whyte can't pace himself. You know, he's never been a pacer. You know what I'm saying? He could try to outbox somebody and stuff like that. But, you know, like Deontay Wilder said, it is extremely hard for people, I don't care what weight division you in, to be perfect for 12 fucking rounds. Be perfect, right? For 12 rounds, right? Look how many people that Tyson Fury couldn't do that with. Be perfect for 12 rounds. Outboxing Steve Cunningham, showboating just to get knocked down. Couldn't outbox him for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely hard, especially in the heavyweight division, because if somebody hits you once. So Dillian Whyte, can he outbox anybody, including a Alexander Povetkin, and be perfect for 12 rounds? Hell no.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's either that, man, or he's just going to go full steam ahead. Again, I've seen people try to do that to Povetkin, and they've walked onto the overhand right. They've walked onto left hooks. They've walked onto uppercuts. It's not a thing of, I'm the bigger man, so I'm going to, bully you. Well, good luck with that, because you may eat one on the way in. Yeah? Because he looks heavy. He looks heavy, dude. He does. If Povetkin keeps his position and doesn't allow for Whyte, because look, man, Whyte got him in that situation where, Povetkin was, not on balance and everything, and he fixes those things and doesn't come in a straight line, he won't get caught with those punches like he did in the first fight. But Povetkin needs to move his head like how he was doing it against Joshua and give that upper body movement, because he was getting hit with that jab a little bit too much. And the jab wasn't that great either from Dillian, because he kept dropping it and everything, and he was throwing it 100% all the time. Like every shot, it seemed that Dillian was thrown with 100%. This time he's saying that, it's going to be different. When I hit him, he'll really feel it. Did he not feel it last time? You were trying to, every single punch this dude threw was like a knockout punch. Whether it was a jab or a right hand, it was just, I found it ridiculous. I thought, you will tire out quickly throwing like this, especially being the way you are.
You're right. He wastes a lot of energy. Yep.
Yeah, and before I forget this, I also feel like Dillian Whyte needs to watch out every single round. In the beginning of every single round, he needs to watch out. He needs to be really careful. Be careful, because when he got knocked out, it was like the seconds into the fifth round. So he needs to be really, really careful. Otherwise, he can get knocked out. That's how Povetkin does. Like, he preys on you, because if you're not looking, if you're not being careful, he's gonna go for that shot. So Dillian Whyte can't think like, I got some time. You know what I mean? Let me take some time now, because Povetkin, he wants to prey on you. So you have to be really careful in the beginning of every single round. If you're not careful, you're gonna get knocked out.
I put it like this though. This is the real fucked up part about this whole Alexander Povetkin and Dillian Whyte situation. This is the fucked up part. The fight has been made to look like this. Alexander Povetkin knocked out Dillian Whyte. But if Dillian Whyte wins this fight, Dillian Whyte gets to walk on to bigger things. That to me is really fucked up. I don't think you should have rematch clauses when it's not best 2 out of 3. Because it's fucked up. Yeah. You got fucking knocked the fuck out. You lost.
You have to blame Matchroom. That's what they do, Matchroom. Most of their contracts
no, it happens all the time. It's not just Matchroom. It happens all the time like that. It's not just Matchroom. I'm not gonna put that on them. It's just not them. I just think it's fucked up when you don't have the best 2 out of 3. If Alexander Povetkin loses, Dillian Whyte gets to move on. I think that's fucked up, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't get his get back. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, there's still no consensus on who's the better man. There is none. Alexander Povetkin won how a boxing match is supposed to be won, by rendering your opponent unconscious. That's how they're supposed to be won. Unconscious, to where it doesn't go to the scorecards. Not by way of the referee of a corner, unconscious. That's how they're supposed to be won. Even back in the days when it was bare knuckles. It was running your opponent unconscious. 20 rounds or no rounds until whoever fucking won. That's the ultimate way of winning. And he won that. Really, to tell you the truth, why should there be a rematch? People are saying the same thing with Deontay Wilder. So why should there be a rematch? He won undecisively.
That's the same thing I was saying. Like, you know, because remember, like I said, okay, like I thought if Dillian was to win, it would be like, okay, then he's mandatory, he gets his shot, and you know, this and that. But then it's like, oh no, rematch. How quickly Eddie Hearn was just to, you know, get in there. Gotta have this one back. Gotta have this one. But at the end of the day, dude, like, I don't know, man. Like, what are they gonna do if White loses again?
It's over.
You know, I don't know what the excuse will be then, because the
There's
people
no
around
excuse.
him are just making excuses.
It's not good enough. If he loses again, it's not good enough. And you know what? I've always been advocate for rematch clauses. Like if you have a rematch clause, you have to honor the rematch clause. That's why I've been arguing with a lot of people in the past year. You know, what Tyson Fury has done is illegal. He should honor his rematch clause. And Ruiz did. Now Povetkin's gonna do it. So if there's a rematch clause, you have to honor it. So if he loses now for the third time, for the second time, that's over, and that's going to be his third loss. And it's not good enough. Simply not good enough. If you can't beat Povetkin, you shouldn't be like calling out big names, because to me that's a clout chase. Point blank. Period. You know what I mean? Simple. He's just not good enough. But I got a feeling he's gonna win that fight. Somehow he's gonna do it. Somehow he's gonna do it. But I wouldn't be surprised if that right hand or the left hook comes in. But yeah, man, how you guys doing anyway? How you doing, Tyrone? Oh, Tyrone's not there.
I'm here. I'm just be listening.
Oh yeah, sorry about that the other day, man.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you're
about
good.
the
You're
link.
good.
Yeah, I've seen it late. The link. Yeah, you next time just ask like, I just give it to you. You know what
DM
I
you
mean?
on WhatsApp or something.
Yeah. Or just WhatsApp me or just in the chat, like you know what I mean. I just literally missed it, man.
No, you're good. You're good. It's fine. I mean, most of us were busy like shooting all those trolls. So
I felt bad. Yeah,
no,
you know,
you're good. You're
what's
good. You're good.
because you know what? At the end of the day, to me, I don't really make a big deal out of it. You know, with YouTube, a lot of people when they're on YouTube, they just want to do their own show. But with me, if someone wants to come on, yeah, anytime, man, anytime. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? This is
no.
to me, this is like PlayStation.
No,
It's
you're
all
good.
about having a conversation. You know, talking boxing together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, but shit. What was I gonna say? Um, Mike was making some good points about this rematch stuff. You know, they only like to get rematches if it's in their favor. They don't want to do the obligation afterwards. Um, it called them. Ingram called them rematch room. So
Yeah, that's what they do. Like with Matchroom, they always got rematch clauses. Look at Dubois against Joe Joyce. There was no rematch clause at all. Look at
exactly.
Yard against Linderoff. Like there was no rematch clause again. Yard's meant to be a big name on BT, but you know Queensbury Promotion and Frank Warren, they don't do rematch clauses for some reason.
If Wilder won that second fight, they would have all said that Fury needs to get that one back, right?
Of course, of
Right?
course.
They would have been running to when AJ lost, right? Uh, there were some people in the LDBC, but not many. Like a lot of us knew that the rematch had to happen, you know, for AJ Ruiz.
Yeah,
But like people were not making a big deal saying Wilder Ruiz next. Nobody was really screaming that because they knew. They said Wilder Ruiz if Ruiz beats AJ in the rematch, you know, from principle. But these guys, they don't have any principle. Fury could have
and
gone in the second fight, shot Wilder. WBC would have handed him the belt, and they said, "Well, you beat Wilder now."
And you know what? Yeah, the funny thing is, that rematch could have happened by now because
Uh,
that guy that was
it
on
was top
IFL
rank.
TV.
It was
What's
top
his?
rank. Mike Coppinger is a
Yeah,
faggot, and the only
Target.
reason that he
Yeah,
is the only reason that he big ups Fury is because he looks like him. It's like Tyson Fury took a shit and Mike Coppinger came out. Doesn't he look exactly like Fury?
he looks like him in it.
Right. That's the only reason he likes him. They're just weird.
But guess what though? He snitched on them though because he said that it was Fury's fault. He said that they could have had the fight. They
He's
could have
so
had the fight in
confident because
December.
nobody believes that Wilder will really pose any trouble. Let's put money on it, Mike Coppinger. Let's put some
Exactly.
money on it. Let's put some money on it. You give me a Wilder that's 100%, and give me a Fury that's 100%, and we'll see. We'll see if he even moves Wilder an inch. Let's put some money up.
Exactly.
Let's put some money up. You're gonna change your tune. You're gonna say, "Huh, Fury by decision or Wilder by KO." I'm kind of split now, but you weren't saying that before. These guys are just absolutely weirdos. They just change everything for their narrative. They act like people are dying to see AJ Fury. I'm
Not
not.
really.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. It doesn't get me up out of my seat. I don't think it's a big fight. I don't care about this fight. Only
I'm
thing.
gonna tell you something. It's a big fight in the UK. It's a big fight in Europe, but it's not a big fight in America. I don't know about Canada, but it's definitely not a big fight in America. It's only gonna be big in the UK, and it's gonna be big in certain European countries. Australia it's gonna be big places like Australia and New Zealand because they're quite close to the UK, like in terms of like not like reach, but like fan base and stuff like that. You know, the two countries are quite friendly with each other. So I would say, yeah, in terms of that, and the Arabs, the people in the Middle East and stuff like that, it might become a big fight. But in terms of America, I don't think so. I don't think that's a big fight in America. So
I had an issue with Wilder Fury 1 being made when it was
yeah,
first. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I said, look at this fat fuck Fury. He doesn't deserve a fight with Wilder. Why is Wilder going after him? That was my
yeah, he
opinion.
gave him a chance. He gave him
I
a
don't think
chance.
Fury is any comp. I don't see Fury as a good fighter. As
No,
a great
he's a
fighter
bully.
or any of that.
He's a sort of fighter that just moves a lot, and he runs around a lot. And I think obviously we've talked about the gloves and all that sort of stuff. So
So much
I just feel like he was too confident without the paddings. He was too confident, to run up to Wilder because he knew that
there was
his knuckles was there.
wow. It's like being praised for beating up a drunk guy.
Yeah,
Literally is. I mean, people. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Charlo fought a guy named the Big One. He fought in 2017 on the Broner Garcia undercard for the mandatory. He fought Jorge Sebastian Highland.
yeah.
Every review I saw of it, LDBC or not, said, yeah, you won, but that guy was on one leg. Yep, they're just keeping it a buck because the guy was obviously on one leg. Why can't they say the same for Wilder?
Exactly, but that's the thing though. The double standard is obviously
There's so many.
real when it comes into boxing
You shouldn't have fired Breland. Breland can't coach a lick. Breland can't coach anybody. And I'm not sitting up here and saying Wilder's the perfect fighter and he can do this and he can do that. No, his flaws are very obvious. We all see it. I don't like the flailing and some of the stuff. But the only thing exceptional in this whole division is his right hand. And his left hook, I think, is actually really good too. I actually like it. It's his left hook when he throws it, not off the ropes, but the body one,
yeah,
is really, really, really good.
and the aggression as well. The aggression, I like his aggression. When he goes wild on people, because he hurts them as well.
That's the negative for me. I mean, some people like different things, so some people do like it.
But when he hurts you, though, he goes wild on you, and
yeah,
I think Fury is scared of that, because he was backing up a lot, and when you back up a lot, you lose a lot of gas as well. So to me, that's quite effective. Like a lot of people want to call it windmill, but to me, I see that as effective because Fury was respecting him a lot when he was doing that.
my
In the
favorite,
last few fights, he hasn't been doing that, and maybe he needs to go back to that.
Yeah, I think he needs to put more punches together and be go to the body more and stuff like that. But he has all the tools to beat this.
He's got the tools, definitely.
This division is he's not looking at killers, dude. This is literally a Pillsbury and then AJ. I mean, this is not like a hard lineup for him.
No, I think the only tough guy in the heavyweight division
He already beat him. Is Ortiz.
Is Ortiz and AJ, I would say. The rest, Fury and Dillian White and all these other guys, they just B-level fighters, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. And the only reason why I'm saying AJ is because he's got the uppercut. He's got a left uppercut and a right uppercut. And he's got a big hand.
So AJ is a more important fight. Is a more entertaining fight for me. Guys.
Yeah, that's why we all want to see that fight. And that's what Fury did to us.
That's a fight that should be made for all the marbles and could have been made. But
absolutely.
Then Fury, because he's easy. They might say this stuff about Wilder or whatever, but Eddie Hearn, he says the truth behind closed doors.
He does. He knows that. Because I think, to me, look, Fury hasn't got no fans. Let's be honest with each other. And the guy's literally saying, I'm never gonna fight in the UK again. He's dismissing his UK fans.
He's a clown.
They knew that second fight was bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
They were watching.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, he got beat fair and square. Like, he didn't cheat. Oh, I'm kidding, guys.
You sound like watch it. You sound like one of those trolls.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, look, dude. That's their only argument. Like, see, my thing is this, right? Like,
only guys who like him here are fat, overweight coons, and that's real talk. Real talk boxing. You're a coon. You are a coon.
Who's that? Who is it? Who's Real Talk Boxing?
I'll send him a link. He's just he'll.
Hey, Tyrone. He doesn't believe the Joshua Fury fight is happening.
There's a lot of new guys now. Unbelievable.
Right now is to lose weight. Another guy, pack of coons, 4 of them. Is what's their name? What's their name? Boxing USA. They're all
boxing bros.
Oh yeah, that guy's a new guy. Yeah, guess what? I don't understand with YouTube. Why is YouTube
a coon?
Yeah,
he needs to lose some weight too. All those guys who like Fury, the black guys over here that like Fury,
they don't like him though. They're lying. They're lying though. That's the thing though. They basically like licking the UK asses to get the subscribers, because there's a new guy, the guy that you just mentioned, the USA guy. He came on my page, like, his video came on my page, and I didn't know who it was, so I clicked, and I seen he was selling something called LDBC Killer T-shirt, and I thought, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, I'm thinking, who the hell is this guy? Because I was watching the fight yesterday on the Zone, and I went on YouTube to look at if there's anyone talking about the fights and all that. So obviously that came on my feed, and I seen the guy that you just mentioned, and his channel is new, and he's already got 2,000 subscribers, because those trolls, they love it, when they see a black man do that kind of stuff. But you know what though? I got bad news for them, because they're not gonna stay with them forever. They, in the next 6 months or 7 months, his channel is gonna die out.
Yeah, and nobody's telling them that they have to love and they have to like Wilder. Nobody said that.
Nobody's saying that.
To be honest and be 100% across the board, why are you, picking up for? I mean, you guys know my feeling about Jermell Charlo. I don't even like Big Charlo that much now, because I think they do too much talking. But Jermell runs 154, to be honest, man. Other than Tony Harrison, if Tony Harrison were to take a punch, I think he can beat Jermell again. But outside of those guys, man, Jared Hurd
definitely Charlo runs 154. Hands
Jermell
down.
runs 154, dude. Jermell is the kingpin of that division.
I think, to me, at 168, Canelo is the man to beat, because to me, I watched Canelo. I think obviously, we know the meat and stuff like that, but he can fight, and I think the only guy that I can give a chance to is Jermell Charlo.
Jermell is really good in the ring.
I don't think Benavidez gonna beat him, because Benavidez is flat-footed. I think Jermell Charlo is the only guy that has a chance, and I'm not even sure that he could do it, because Canelo, for some reason, he finds a way. He always finds a way.
I don't think Benavidez. I think I don't think Benavidez Charlo fight would be good for Benavidez. I think Benavidez, if Charlo can take the punch, which I think he can, both of those guys can take a punch. Him and his brother are actually they can take a pretty good punch, which is rare. But I think Jamal will be the first guy who's just too physical for Benavidez. Benavidez been facing a lot of skinny guys or smaller guys who like to box off a finesse or whatever they do. There's nobody who came in and tried to really rough up Benavidez and get after him. And really a strong. He hasn't fought a strong fighter.
I think Edgar Berlanga as well will give him a good chance. Benavidez. I know he's a prospect, but that's a big dude. He's 6'2". He's got long reach as well. So I think that guy. I don't know why Top Rank is protecting him as well.
Top Rank.
You know, he got like 1 round. You know, first minute knockouts, like what 16, 17 fights. You know, that needs to. You know, he needs to step up now. You know, I mean, you can't be doing that, man. Like every single like 1 round, first minute knockout. Like what's wrong with that? What's up with that? Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man.
I think Benavidez is a good fighter. I think he's a bit overrated.
He gets hit too much with the jab, man. Like even as that guy Ronald Ellis was stepping back, he jabbed him hard. It's like, dude, you need to tighten up, and he got dropped by a jab. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, he got dropped by Gavril. I remember
because he walked into it.
Yeah, he shouldn't be doing that though.
You're
like 6'3" almost.
These Mexican guys think they can just come in and just start overwhelming guys. You're not going to do that with Charlo, dude.
Look what happened to Virgil Ortiz last night. Virgil Ortiz, that's a perfect example. Last night I know he won. I know he made Hooker quit, but at the same time, he learned a lesson last night, and he been humbled. His face was butchered. He didn't even want to call out Terence Crawford. The zone was forcing him to do it.
I think
Jaron was telling him
much better than he is. Just my Jaron Ennis has all the tools. I'm tired of these
he was outboxing
guys who just start throwing punches. Only guy I like that is Miguel Burchell, but he got
knocked. I'm gonna say this. That was such a fucking good fight. I was watching that before the UFC, dude. I know you guys got a different opinion, but geez, man, that was so entertaining.
Which fight? Or the Hooker fight? Ortiz.
Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah, that was a good fight. That was a good fight.
That was a really good fight.
I just don't trust Hooker to take a punch, dude. He's always been chinny.
Tyrone, get this.
Right.
Hold on. Let me bring up the fucking clip of it because I think it needs to be addressed.
His hand.
Because something happened in the fight. Because, you know, it was a great fight, dude. Like, I loved that fight, man. Ortiz is a fucking... Why the fuck is there an ad here? Who puts 15 second ads on YouTube?
Yeah, the Hooker fight.
This is what I told, because, you know, Ronald Finkley had hit me up and asked me what I think about the fight, and I told his ass this. He better tuck his chin.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, he's another guy who can't really take a shot. And I feel sorry for these guys who go down from...
Hey, man, hold up.
He took a couple of them, but... No, I've seen him wobble too many times. That's why I didn't think he would win the fight.
Can someone explain to me, okay? And let me slow it down so people can see a bit better.
He turned his back.
Can someone explain to me?
He got rocked.
What is this?
This is what Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois did this.
Turning his back, man. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm done. That means I have no business being in the ring. That means
Look at this dude. You taking a bow to a... Come on, man. You can't do this shit in this sport. You fight to the end. I don't care if you hurt your fucking hand. I've hurt my hand before and I've continued. I've hurt my nose, I've continued. Fuck that. He turned his back, dude. He turned his back.
Boxing, I think boxing is like there's different type of boxers. There's boxers that are in it to the death, or in it just when they feel pain they just quit.
Dude, he showed heart.
That type of guy.
He showed heart until that moment. He showed it,
because
and
he wasn't hurt.
Went out the window. When you turn your back, you are fired. I should be the commissioner of these organizations. If you turn your back, you're fucked.
They should withhold his purse.
You should have
because
thrown Aljamain Sterling out. That it came out that he was acting all along. Watcher.
Oh, fuck that. Really?
and
Yeah.
Where?
What do you mean? It came. He was cleared with all his concussions. He had nothing. Right after the fight, and he did an interview.
you know what? Yeah, they
No,
said that
that's
he hurt his hand. They said that he hurt his hand, but I actually don't think so because
Oh, you
he
mean
just rubbed his hand. Yeah, hooker. Yeah, I don't think his
fuck
hand was
that.
hurt.
He got hit with the no. See, I'm gonna bring the clip up again. This is where I get no. See, he got hit with the punch. See, Sergio Mora is blind. It seems because he got hit in the arm. He did not get hit in the fucking arm, man. Don't say that shit. He did not get hit there in that moment. I'm gonna show you the shit right now.
How do you come up with that? How do you come up with that? They said he dislocated his elbow. And
You
did
know
you
what?
the commentary was so bad. They were like, "Oh, and Virgil Ortiz wants to be best at everything. He was in 3rd grade and he learned his times tables better than everybody because he just wanted to be first." What does that have to do with anything?
But guess what? Though they don't want to mention that Ryan Garcia beat him in an amateurs. He outboxed him.
Oh, there you
Ryan
go.
Garcia is a better boxer. Ryan Garcia is a better boxer than Virgil Ortiz.
That's
Virgil
Well,
Ortiz
fuck
against the
Ryan.
boxers, he struggles against boxers, against movers.
Hey, Virgil
Can you
Ortiz
hear me?
is chasing Crawford, and
Yeah.
Ryan can't even
Can you hear
chase
me?
Devin Haney.
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Here,
Can
can
you
you
hear me?
see it?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I can't see it. But look. I'm gonna tell you something about that Maurice Hooker lay down thing. The thing about it is that the ref never. I don't know, but it kind of looked like the ref never allowed him to get back up. I don't know if you guys ever broke your hand before or anything like that. It depends on how you break your hand. I broke my hand, didn't know I broke my shit. I broke my 3rd metacarpal, and I did not know that I broke it. Immediately, I knew I broke it because it looked fucked up. Like bad. Like my finger was this way and shit. But sometimes you don't know. And then sometimes people, they feel it instantly. And so him taking the knee, that shows me that he knew instantly that, or he felt it instantly that his shit was broke. It's either he felt it or he knew. If
Or
he
it could have
knew
been
and did that,
or it could have been a fix.
if he knew and did that, to me he wrong. But
Well,
if he felt
he
it,
got hit in the fucking face when he did that. He got hit in the face with the right hand, and then he's like, because the problem
No,
is, dude, is that
but that's the thing. That's the thing. When you sometimes there's a delay. There is also a delay too. But my whole thing is that at the end of the day,
Yeah, Mr. Shelton, we're hating. Yeah, we're hating on Latinos, Mr.
at the end of
Shelton.
the day, you still should have got up because you know, you can't call yourself a 100% warrior when I'm not saying y'all have to take this into account. You say warrior, right? You also have Felice Johnson. He's a booty warrior, right? So there's all types of warriors and all types of factions, right? But when you're a fighter, this is not supposed to make you quit. As if you're a warrior, it is to the motherfucking death. If you a warrior, no matter how you feel, no matter how your body feels, no matter how deathly it feels, you keep fighting. You don't quit.
I think the reason why he quit is because sometimes in boxing there could be a fix because they were saying he never went past 7 rounds. To me, that indicates that it could have been a fix.
See, now I'm fired up. My issue is this: is that Sergio Mora is blind as a motherfucker, and he said he got hit on the right on the arm because that's the direction the right hand came from.
They came out saying
But the dude hurt his right hand, Sergio, and it didn't land on his right hand. So what really happened? Are you blind as a motherfucker or not? He got hit with the right hand, and he probably felt something conveniently after that, and he turned his back. And then this dude has the audacity to say, "Oh well, he's not ready for Terrence." Dude, it don't matter what the fuck you think. You quit. Okay? And you turn your fucking back. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, you can't turn your back as a boxer. With Watcher, man, Watcher got a real thing for that, and he right. You can't turn your back as a boxer. You have to be able to face your adversaries straightforward. Because when you run your back, when you turn your back, that's saying no mind. That's really what it's saying at that point in time. Like, I had enough. At that point in time, when you run and turn your back,
Yeah,
you know you're saying no mind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to grab these dudes.
it's over.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bob and weave.
Exactly. Which
With
a lot
the
of
white
guys don't
flag.
know how to do.
Something, but
Go ahead,
yeah,
Timer.
I was gonna say, like fucking that Tony Yoka fight with that guy. I mean, that was, forget about turning your back. He turned his back, put his hand out, and was like, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Where?
And the ref just called it off. Said, "Okay."
When?
Yeah, but the thing is, what about Pulev on your picture, Tyrone? He turned his
There you
back,
go.
and that referee
I
didn't
like.
even stop the fight because that legally in boxing, when you turn your back, it means no mass. So clearly
No.
on your picture, it says no mass, but the referee still let the
what
fight.
the ref
Go on.
should do, when you turn your back,
It's over.
immediately when you turn your back and run like that, the ref should just give you an 8 count. You should immediately lose that round.
Immediately.
Hey,
I
where?
agree with that.
What fight was that, Tyrone?
The Yoka fight. Did you not see it? Go back and see
His
that.
last fight.
The guy literally he got hurt or
Was
something.
it Joel?
And
The big black guy, the Nigerian guy, who the African guy that
He's
they
from
Joel-
he's from
is it
Belgium.
Joel
Yeah, African Belgium
Tambwe?
guy. Yeah.
Joel
Belgium.
Tambwe.
and when you turn your back,
yeah.
and when you turn your back, I think you should lose automatically 5 fucking points. You didn't get knocked down. I think you should lose 5 fucking points. It should be a 5-10 round.
I like the 8 count. I don't think like a ref should just get in there and Jack Reese it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Give him 8 count, but 5 points gone. 5 points gone. Not no 10-8.
Point or something. Say, listen.
Not no 10-7. Not no 10-6. All the way motherfucking down. You down there, when you turn your back, you gotta knock this nigga out to win. Automatically, off rip.
That's why there's too many. I think.
Oh, come on, dude. That is such a bad one.
Oh, you just saw it? Did you see him just throw his hand out?
What the fuck was that?
That was probably the worst one I've seen recently.
That is fucked up, dude. And Tony sticking his tongue out at him as well.
It's
What the
crazy.
fuck, dude? What was that? He literally put his hand out. He said, no. Oh, my God.
His hand out. Like, no.
I'm bringing it up.
I don't want to buy that cheap ass watch. Let me see that shit.
See, motherfucker, you slapping now.
Man, shut up. Let me see this watch.
Shut
the fuck up. Let me see this watch.
Respect that.
I don't know what the fuck that is, man. Take that cheap ass watch.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
That offer,
Back up a little bit.
Man, that was $25.
Yeah, nothing worse than getting beat by Tony and then him sticking your fucking tongue out.
It was $25.
Can you all see it?
Yeah. I see it.
Mike, can you see it?
Nah,
Yeah,
I can't see it.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Mike can't see it. Oh, damn, why can't he
To
see it?
me, you know what the problem is as well. To me, the problem is salute to the underrated darkness.
Nobody care about no damn
you-
weight knowledge, man. This shit fake.
No, to me, the referee, these referees, they need training. They need training because
What?
they don't know how to ref. Look, that
But
means it's over.
you understand. If you're talking about Tony Yoka, understand who the fuck is he fighting. Like, you talking about some O'Coley, motherfucker talking about O'Coley knock out this, and some dumbass bitch is gonna talk about some O'Coley, you know, he understands power, but he got the footwork. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. He shook
You got
his head.
You got O'Coley.
Favorite fighters is this
And
guy.
not a now nigga out of 2 of them fought anybody. They ain't fought
That is
nobody.
embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched Glowacki. Glowacki is I mean, that's a solid win, but people are making out like he's a superhero. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Glowacki fight, he is tailor made for Okolie. He was
Yep.
tailor made. He's always going to cut in there with his head like that, and he's chinny. He's always going to get hurt. So I mean, he was right for that right hand. Like he was built
About to go to Kroger. Where's the master want to go?
like that. I mean, you did not need. There was really no prediction for a fight like that.
Yeah, but Glowacki, he's never been. Has he been knocked out before? I believe he.
Oh
did.
yes, he's been down several
once.
times. He's
Yeah,
been
but he.
out. He's been all over the place, dude.
Yeah, but he hasn't. He only lost out by knockout once.
But he was
even Usyk couldn't knock him out.
He was down twice against Huck before he came back to knock Huck out.
But what I'm saying is, what's his name? Okolie's got the power. Okolie is a heavyweight. Let's face it. This guy is gonna be a heavyweight really soon.
I think.
I'm gonna tell you this one thing.
I don't think he beats Breedis.
Look.
Breedis is good.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
he's good. Breedis is really good.
I'm gonna tell you, like you're gonna say Okolie's gonna be a heavyweight soon. Okolie could be a heavyweight motherfucker right now.
Today, yeah, he's a heavyweight.
You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, you know, he got the knockout power now, but he's gonna have it later. Is he gonna have that resistance as well? You know what I'm saying? Can he take these body shots and shit like that? Can he? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. You know, you in a position to Okolie's in a position, no matter, because this is the way of level of competition that we have in these weight divisions. Like fucking Tyrone said, what was it, yesterday or the day before, right?
Yeah.
This level of competition ain't all that.
Right.
Ain't all that. Like, I'm not a trainer, you know what I'm saying? But I know that Watcher know more than me. And I know Watcher know that if you want to make it in any one of these weight divisions and shit like that, it's going to take a little bit of something. But to get in the ring and fight the same way over and over and over again, whether or not whether or not you Devin Haney, whether or not you Shakur Stevenson, whether or not Ryan Garcia, who the fuck you is, what improvements are you showing when you fighting against nobody?
Well, those nobodies turn their back, which is a big no-no.
Yeah,
However, does that guy live with himself?
My bad, I forgot about the turning your back thing.
Turning your back and then putting your hand out.
How many nobody? Yeah, you're right. But how many nobodies don't turn their back? A lot of them.
That's true.
A lot of them.
But you know what? Yeah, against Christian Hammer, he went the distance. Okay, so clearly
Christian
his
Hammer
power.
didn't turn his back.
Yeah, but he did. His last fight, it was Christian Hammer, and he went the distance with him. And then this Belgium guy, like, he must be weak.
Weak.
Tony needs to be thrown out of the sport.
He must be weak. Because Tony Yoka, to me, the power, I'm not sold on his power. Because if he can't knock out somebody like Christian Hammer, and that Belgium guy, he just looks like a bodybuilder. That's it. You know what I mean? Because he said he turned his back and he put his hand up and he said, "I had enough." Embarrassing.
Man, this fucking dude turned his back, put his arm out, and shook his head. Are you kidding me, dude?
Wait. I'm gonna make that my new profile pic.
Oh, don't, please. That is the worst fucking turning of the back I've seen in my life, dude. That is despicable.
That for the next couple.
He said, "I don't want nothing to do in the ring. I do
He
not
should
want to be in the
never
ring."
fucking fight again in his life.
Every time I get on, I'll remind you of it.
Fuck that. He should never fight again. In this sport, and I've seen guys in the fucking UFC do it as well. You can't do it, dude. You get hit for a living. I'm sick of it, dude. You know, who the fuck knows? Maybe this week Povetkin or Whyte is going to turn their back. You never know.
Even Luke Campbell in his way, he done it as well. When he took a knee, he put his hand up. He put his hand up as well. Luke Campbell.
Can hear you, Mike.
Yeah, I gotta go, man. I love you guys, the homies, Tyrone Watcher, motherfucker Mo Boxing. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later. And I promise, when I'm turning this fat bitch up, I ain't gonna turn my back.
Yay! Yeah.
I'm just fucking around.
Make sure.
Y'all be easy. God bless, brothers.
Bless you, bro.
All good. Hey, Tyrone, did you see the interview with Luke Campbell lately? He said, I was devastated that I lost to Ryan. Well,
Sure.
you turned your
Sure.
fucking back as well, brother.
Sure.
You turn your back.
That guy's
You
probably
can't do it.
Twitter.
Even Dubois did it as well. Dubois said, I had enough.
He's the worst.
Dubois, that was embarrassing.
The worst. He's a habitual quitter.
Dubois had only 2 rounds left. He was up on the cards. All he had to do is run around for 2 rounds. Oh my
let me
God,
bring
man.
the fucking fight up with Daniel
He
Dubois.
just said it's over. I don't want nothing to do with it. Listen, Dubois, that Belgium guy, nobody knows that Belgium guy, but Dubois, people are always going to remember Dubois because Dubois, for so many years, people have been talking about him. He's going to be world champion. He's going to be this. He's going to be that. And then Joe Joyce makes him quit. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Absolute embarrassing.
Here we go. Here is the infamous clip of Daniel. You know, a big fucking I don't believe he's 6'5". He's 6'3" or something. But I mean, look at the fucking size of the dude, right?
I think he might be 6'5", but he fights like 6'3".
Come on, dude. That jab didn't even land clean, man.
Look out.
Get up, man. Let me count the timer. Watch. I'm going to count. As soon as he hits the floor, I'm counting the seconds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, and then you get up on the last one. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah, I mean, oh, man. I don't trust him anymore. I don't trust him. Let's see Luke Campbell now. Luke Campbell really is a soft person. Is he married?
Yeah.
He's married, huh? Okay. I wonder what she thinks about his he just accepts
Defeat
losses. You know, if he was
game plan to win, it's just for him just to show up and lose, like to play his role. He has no ambition. He's probably one of the worst quitters in the sport today. It's not even close. It's not even.
What round was it? Round 6 he turned his back?
I think that was like round 6 or 5. He turned his back, and then the next round, he quit.
Oh, they didn't show up? Oh, really? They're not showing it? Really? Really? You are kidding, yeah?
Yeah. They're going to obviously protect him.
To protect him, yeah.
Look at this motherfucker react. Like, just absolute quitter, dude. It's the same in life. You can't quit in life. Don't quit in the ring. Don't do it. Because you're going to get people like me on your ass. Look at this dude getting hit by the body shot. Now, before I play it, right, don't high guard like that, okay? You can high guard, but you got to tuck your elbows in. Look, watch this, okay? Watch this, how he reacts. He's conscious of the shot as well, right? Watch. Oh, now I'll go down and take a fucking knee, you know? Get up, dude. That's what I was saying. Well, me and Tyrone will commentate. I said, get up, get up. Shake his head. Here we go. Here we go. Shaking off the head. And then at fucking number 10, he gets up. Oh,
you know what that means? That means he had enough.
That profile pic is just something else.
And I've seen people defending him as well. They were saying like, oh, the rib cage, it hurts. You don't know how it feels. But this guy is a boxer. He's been training. I'm sure in sparring he gets hit a lot. So
what is me or anyone else's rib cage got to do with Luke Campbell's decision to quit, dude?
Exactly.
I think you can't do it. Well, that's a really bad argument. Oh, it hurts. Everything fucking hurts in boxing, dude.
He should have been able to get back home. I think he should have been arrested at the stadium for his.
He should have had his fucking purse withheld, dude.
He should have been arrested.
He should have had his purse withheld, man.
Oh, watch it. Why are we getting so many dislikes? Who the hell is doing that?
I don't know.
Why?
That's
Well, let me
crazy,
check.
innit?
I don't care about the
We've got
dislikes.
eight. We
Anyway.
got 8 dislikes.
I
Like,
don't care about the dislikes. It means people are watching it. I guess.
no, that means no. It means good. It's a good thing. But I'm saying like I haven't seen nobody in the comments though. That's the thing. They're giving us
Oh,
dislikes.
okay. Well, for all the other people out there that are just
Hiding.
underrated. Thanks for sharing the video. You didn't have to do that, but that was really good of you. So thank you. I mean,
That's
like,
horrible, man.
I don't care about the dislikes. Like, I don't give a shit about that stuff.
If you're
But
gonna dislike,
whatever.
at least say something in the comment section.
Yeah, come and
Don't hide.
express your opinion. But see, they don't like when I say that boxers quit. They think these people are invincible. They're not, dude. They actually are human beings, and they actually have, they're conscious of their decisions. They have a choice to continue or to quit, and a lot of them choose to continue. A lot of them choose to quit, and their favorite fighters quit a lot.
With AJ, when that happened with AJ, like I'm an AJ fan, and I wasn't happy about it because he took his cam shield out, and then he started walking away. Then you could see that he's quitting, but he's not making it obvious. So to me, that's quitting. Like you can't just be like buying time because there's no time to buy because the referee he wants you out there, and when you do that, the referee is gonna say it's over. It's gonna wave it off.
That
So
Puller fight should have been stopped.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the Ruiz fight as well when AJ quit. So like that, like when you do stuff like that, that's quitting.
The AJ fight was a little different, but like I don't think he turned his back. But the one that the worst knockdown wasn't the first one; it was the second knockdown when Joshua was on the ropes, and he kind of turned to his side. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. In fact, let me bring it up. I'm going to bring it up.
Like to me, that fight was mediocre as well because I think AJ he wasn't himself. Like,
yeah,
from the
he wasn't
beginning.
himself. I don't think he was himself though.
Like
That's
that. Like I know Ruiz is got fast hand but I'm not convinced with his power. And AJ, like if he had power, he would have like knocked him out cold. He would have knocked out AJ cold, but he didn't. AJ kept getting up, and AJ felt like he was dizzy during the whole fight. And for some reason, he didn't want to be there no more.
yeah. What do you call it? Ruiz has got weird power. It's like he can hurt you.
That's a weird fight.
He can like hurt you, but yeah. I remember the day when I was watching that. I felt sick watching that. I mean, I don't know, man. Like Joshua looked like Wilder in that fight when Wilder lost to Fury, man.
No, Wilder looked way worse.
Yeah, I know, but Joshua did look similar.
No. You have to remember, Joshua, when he came in, they both were the same. Because you know why? Because I was watching him. He was doing some funny thing with his mouth, with his gum shield. Like, he was shaking a lot, AJ.
Yeah, he was
biting. And he was sweating. He looked like he was scared. Like, you have to watch the fight. Like, I don't know if they still got it on the internet, like the ring walk and all that. Because the attention to detail, you have to pay attention in between the lines as well. Because when you look at it, when I watched it live, like I thought, what's going on with him? Like, is he? Because is he new to New York? Like, obviously he was new to New York and stuff like that. Like, can he not take the pressure? But he fought in 90,000 capacity in Wembley.
He didn't turn his back. No, I knew he didn't. But no, the fight is here, Mo. Look, it's right here.
No, he walked back. I'm saying No, look how he's acting. Look how he's acting. Look, it's like is New York a bit too much for him? Like, look at him.
Well, I'll say this.
It's like he can't handle the pressure.
At Wembley, you've got like 80, 90,000 people.
Yeah,
there.
but they're English fans.
You would think that because remember, Mo, there were a lot of English fans at this fight as well. New York, is closer to the UK than Los Angeles.
Look at him. Why is he running? Look, why is he running? I don't see him do that. Look.
Yeah, he never does that before his other.
He never does this type of that. Look, he's pretending that he's normal as well. This is the funny thing about it. Like, he's trying to run it off and stuff like that.
We just played an ad. Why is there an ad? I don't give a shit about fucking 4X beer. Yeah, no. He didn't look right. He never did this before any other fight.
He don't do this stuff because I watch, like, my two favorite fighters here are AJ and Wilder, and I pay attention to the
Wait,
people that
does
I'm fan of,
Eddie
and
Hearn? Eddie
I
Hearn
look at
doesn't
them
usually walk with Joshua when he's at England, does he?
because you know why? Because he was saying he didn't want to fight, and his dad was in the dressing room, and Eddie Hearn said, "No, no, you got to do it." Apparently, and his dad was angry.
Yeah,
Look,
his dad was pissed after the
his dad
fight.
was pissed off afterwards, and they
His
didn't want
dad
to
was
tell us why.
pissed.
And we're never probably gonna find out, unless until AJ probably retires. But the truth will always come out. The truth will always come out.
Well,
But
he didn't look right.
no,
Who
no,
does he
no.
look
I don't
like
understand
now?
why Eddie Hearn is walking with him. Again, it don't make sense to me. Eddie Hearn is normally by the ringside.
What did he say there? I
Look,
wonder what he said
it's,
to
it's
him.
telling him you'll be all right. Look, it's all right. Look, it's only Ruiz. It's all right, mate. It's only Ruiz. Look at him.
You know, it's really funny because I wonder, like, if they made the Wilder fight and the fight between Joshua and Wilder was in the US, I wonder if Joshua would have looked like this fighting against Wilder, or even like if Ortiz took this fight, if it would be the same because I don't know, it's just something to think about. But he's not been back since, and that is disturbing.
And you know what? To me, the rematch should have been done in the same place because now I think AJ is always going to be scared of America because he lost in America.
But have you heard, like,
He's always going to be
obviously
scared.
they're talking about Joshua Fury, right?
Yeah.
And like they're saying, oh, maybe it can be in America. Well,
Apparently, there's
like,
a billionaire that's bidding for it. So even
yeah,
though
what
the
billionaire?
arbitration is still on, so I don't know how that's going to work
It's
out.
funny how Eddie Hearn can say there's a billionaire, but he can't say the name.
No, because at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn knows the arbitration is still on, and they don't. He doesn't know what to do. Obviously, okay. Listen, they signed the contract. Okay, that's not a secret. But just because you signed the contract, it doesn't mean the fight is on. Because at the end of the day, anybody can sign a contract. Me and Tyrone or you can sign a contract to fight each other.
I'll be
But
back
if
in
you
a
got
minute.
obligation with somebody else, you have to honor that. So you can sign a contract. That's not a problem. But there's another contract that he has to oblige. So good luck with that, I would say. But that clip was really interesting. What you just showed us because you could see that AJ, he didn't want to be there, and Eddie Hearn had to walk him there. Come on, go on, son, go on. You can do it. You can do it. It's only Andy Ruiz. He's a fat chap. Let's go do it. You know what I mean? So, to me, and they overlooked Ruiz. Like he never studied Ruiz. Clearly, as he never studied Andy Ruiz. And that's the thing with boxing. You should never underestimate anybody. You should always study your opponent, regardless of who
I
they
would
are.
have been really interested to see Jarrell Miller fight him.
I think he would have been ready for Jarrell Miller for some reason because there was some spice going on between each other.
I don't
They
know,
had
dude.
they had beef. They had like this. They didn't like each other. They said stuff about each other's mom and stuff like that. So that fight would have been completely different. And I'm not saying AJ would have won that fight 100%, but he was more likely to win that fight because there was more something in it for him. Plus, he trained for him. He was the right weight as well. So with Ruiz, it was the wrong weight, 100%. And the fight that he fought Ruiz, that was definitely the wrong fight. You don't go toe to toe against the guy that's got faster hand than you.
Yeah, man. I mean, oh well. He fixed it in the end in the rematch.
And that's why I want to see the trilogy fight.
Look, dude,
Fury
Joshua
needs to
should
honor
fight
his
Usyk
contract.
next. Joshua should fight Usyk next. That's the right thing to do. If we're talking about the right thing to do, Wilder gets his trilogy and Usyk gets his damn mandatory fight.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, I believe AJ beats Usyk. Usyk, he's a cruiserweight. Okay, if you can't beat Usyk, then AJ is a fraud. Simple as that. Because Usyk, to me, he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's all that. A lot of the casuals are deriding him, but to me personally, Usyk, yeah, he's got the skill. He can move. He can do that and that. But to me, against him and Derek Chisora, that was a very, very close fight. And to me, I had a draw. I don't know about you guys. You guys probably had Usyk winning the fight, but I had a draw. I wasn't convinced at all.
8-4. It could have been
8-4 to Usyk.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite high. That's really, really high.
It's still in the realm, right? It's only 2 rounds, right?
To me, he was getting chased. Like,
I felt
Derek
Chisora
Straw was the pressure fighter. He was
most
the one that was putting it on him. I didn't see Usyk troubling Derek Straw whatsoever.
he had him hurt badly in the
At
sixth.
one point, he had,
Yeah.
at one point, but he couldn't finish him. And
No.
as a heavyweight, you need to be finishing somebody. Otherwise, the person is going to recover and they get you back. And unfortunately, Derek Straw, he's 36 years old. He's not getting any younger. So to me, I see Usyk as, he's a good fighter, but not in this era. Like the heavyweights they're too big, man. They're too big.
Yeah, Joshua's gonna steamroll him. See, you know what Joshua should do in that fight? He should walk across that ring and just put his high guard up and bang his body out, and then just throw those massive hooks. Because Usyk really shouldn't be able to keep him off him. Really, he shouldn't. He doesn't do well with pressure. He even said it himself. The first few rounds with Chisora was very emotional for me. Well, you got to keep emotions out of it, man. So fuck that.
Yeah. There's no
Joshua's gonna kill
emotion.
you.
This is boxing.
Joshua's gonna kill
boxing.
him.
You can't
The
have
most
no
hilarious thing is when he talks shit about Wilder. I mean, like, that's hilarious.
When did he do that?
He was saying that back in 2018.
But when he was getting interviewed by IFL with Coogan, yeah.
No, because Coogan asked him about Usyk, and Wilder said, "Oh, yeah, maybe this and that, and blah blah blah." But before that interview, well before that, in like May 2018, before Wilder ever spoke Usyk's name, Usyk was saying, "Oh yeah, he's shit, this and that."
Wow. I think that's quite disrespectful, because as a fighter, you can't be saying stuff like that, because you have to fight the man in the end. And
Yeah,
he had the chance to fight him. If you really want to fight, listen, these guys, if they really want to fight each other, they have to call each other out. And they don't do that, unfortunately, because they're cowards. If you think you can beat the guy, call him out. Just like I'm saying, with this Terence Crawford fight with Errol Spence, I think both men, they just need to call each other, because there's a lot of arguments now. Like, people are divided right now. You're either a Bud Crawford fan or you're either Errol Spence fan. You can't be in between. So now the fans are all arguing with each other. So these fighters are all laughing at us now. Like, that's the thing. Like, we're promoting these fighters, but they don't really want to fight each other. They just want to milk the fans. They want to make the fight bigger and bigger. If you think you can beat the guy, call them out in public. You know what I mean? Yesterday, Errol Spence and Terence Bud Crawford, they were both on the zone yesterday. They could have easily came in the ring together and called each other out. Bud could have went to him. Errol could have went to him. You know what I mean? So this is the thing with boxing, man. Like, I think they're all playing us when it comes to boxing, man. They're literally playing us.
Yeah, some of them are, and then some of them just aren't, and then so some people you don't.
What do you think, anyway, Tyrone? Like, oh, he's not there. Tyrone.
Yeah. Hey, Tyrone, you still doing that homework?
No, I thought I was on mute.
What do you think yesterday? Like, I want to know, because obviously you're in America, and like Terence Crawford was there yesterday in that stadium in Dallas, and Errol Spence was there as well,
right next to.
None of them called each other out yesterday. They could have easily made a big scene about it.
I think this is what should have happened. While Spence was doing an interview or Crawford was doing an interview, I think Spence should have got up out of his seat, came over to Crawford live on the interview, said, "Come on, let's get this over the line. What should we do here to get this? Let's be serious. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What do we need? What do we need to get this over the line so I can ball you up and we can go home?"
But I heard that he's saying 80-20. That apparently Errol Spence saying 80-20.
Why are they talking? I don't even know what a split is. A split of a small pot. So
this is boxing, man. This is crazy, man.
No, well, okay. First of all, I don't think Errol was serious when he said that, because like he's got a new girlfriend. See, I knew he was divorced, but he's got
Who, Spence is divorced?
Yeah.
He was never married. I don't think he was married. That girl is the same girl, I think. That's his baby mama, I think. The one next
is that the mother of his kids?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But I heard on a Fox, the Fox Fight Camp, that when his kids were in the gym, he's like, I think the narrator said like he has custody of the daughters today.
I think that's his baby mama. That could be the thing. I don't know if they're still cool.
I mean, it's none of my business, but the point being is that
it was the same one who was there for the Brooke fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he parachuted her there and the family.
Fucking hell, Errol's loaded, man. You know, I heard Crawford's fighting Josecito Lopez next.
Oh my god! And Crawford can't be okay with the fights he's fighting. You can't sit back. He can't sit back and say, "Man, I can't ball these guys up, dude, all the time. This is not a this should not be going down. What do I need to do to make better fights? Something has to give."
Well, Sean Porter's a good fight, but he don't want it, it seems.
Yeah, but why do we need to see Sean Porter? Why can't they just fight each other? Like, at the end of the day, like, this is why, like, listen, both men are in their 30s and they're not getting any younger, okay? Right. This is when the fight is going to be spicy. If they are around 35 years old, that fight ain't going to be all that. Both men are on the high.
My whole thing is that Crawford's crying over 10%, dude. 10%, man. 10%.
Okay, but listen though, but what I want to know is though, even though I agree with that, okay, has the contract been sent? Because I don't know if I'm not aware if there was any contract sent.
No, there wasn't. There was an offer sent, and the contract.
Oh, there's an offer.
Sent. Well, I don't know what 60-40, and obviously a contract is not being sent because the offer in the first place has been rejected.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I know. But you know, who knows? Maybe they can come out with something else. The thing that actually is because that's not really annoying me. The whole Crawford Spence thing. The thing that's annoying me is Spence and Ugas. Ugas is requesting 50-50 from Spence.
Yeah, Ugas is a disaster.
Now he's getting fucked up in that fight. I'm telling you, 4 fucking rounds. I'll give him.
Do you know why though? Because the reason why he's asking 50-50 is because he knows he's going to lose the fight. And he knows that's going to be a big payday for him. The only payday. After that fight, how's he gonna get a payday, a big payday? Because I'm sure he's not gonna pay him. He's not gonna make no more than he ain't gonna make £1 million in other fights. He's only gonna be in this fight.
Ugas still hasn't fucking answered my question though. I asked him, is it true that you are requesting 50? Because he's responded to me several times on Twitter. He's called me an idiot, this and that. Right, which means nothing because he still couldn't fucking answer my question. But I asked him, tell like your translator, are you requesting 50-50 for the Spence fight? No answer, right? And what's he said today on his Twitter? Let me see.
He keeps why he didn't answer because the answer he's right. He wants 50-50.
What's he saying? My big day is coming. Yeah. Are you asking for 50-50 or not?
He doesn't deserve any sort of a day. I mean, this guy is a bum fighter.
To me, I don't even know why they gave the title to Usyk. Not Usyk, I mean Ugas. Why did they just hand it over? Like Manny Pacquiao might as well. They just should have just leave Manny Pacquiao with the title. Because now with Ugas, they created another problem.
I just want to see where the source is.
That's a big problem, really. People were saying like a couple of months ago
on his Twitter he wanted fucking 50-50, and then he deletes tweets. This dude.
a few weeks ago, like a couple of months ago, before Ugas became a champion, people were saying that, oh, Manny Pacquiao, he needs to drop the belt, he needs to do that, he needs to do that. Yeah, guess what? I was one of those people. Yeah, and now that Ugas got that belt, yeah, it's more of a problem than when Manny Pacquiao had it. Because Manny Pacquiao, that's a big payday. Ugas is not a big payday.
These guys are really dumb.
My whole thing is, dude, you want this fucking what do you call it? You want this money, but see again, dude, he's made a tweet saying, having a belt is not just about being a champion, and he's talking about life and everything, but you're still crying about that Sean Porter fight. Why don't you shut up and just take the Spence fight? If you think you can beat Spence, because remember all that shit he was talking, Tyrone, a couple years ago saying, oh, I think Errol's avoiding me because I'm not a known name. Well, you got a fucking belt now, and now he wants to fight you. So no one's avoiding you. No one's avoiding you. You know, you're going to get the biggest payday of your life, but you're not getting 50-50.
He should be happy with $1 million because at the end of the day, I don't think he's never made $1 million. So how's he gonna ask for 50-50? But at the same time, like,
he's trying to start shit with Errol, and you don't want to do that because there was respect. Now this is a little more personal, you know. When he gets in that ring, he'll fucking find out. Don't you worry. I was a fan. I'm not a fan of him anymore. I'm not a fan of Ugas anymore. He's turned into a fucking diva now.
He's not all that. Like, he's just 35. His his hairline is gone. It's just disappeared totally.
Yeah.
He can barely speak the language.
Yeah.
And he's delusional.
He just needs to fight. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, 147 is a dead division now. 154, you know, there's only one king. Jermel is there, and 160 is dead as well because no one's really fighting each other. 168, it's all right. It's a little bit okay. Like even like light heavyweight, it's shit. Like because they don't want to fight each other. The top dogs, Beterbiev and Smith and Bivol, they don't want to fight each other. Like.
I'm starting to question Beterbiev. I really am. He's becoming suspect to me.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't think he is what he was made out to be.
Because
there should have been out of the fight much earlier. He's a no-name guy.
He took him, 10 rounds, 11 rounds.
Strong guy who was supposed to fight him, and I thought that Chinese guy would have gave him problems too. So
you know who would have given everyone problems? Superman.
Yes. When I saw Superman versus Badu Jack, I was like, I think it's over the era. He literally got old overnight because he looked so good in Fanfara too. And then when he fought Jack, he just did not look very good.
Salute, folks.
I thought he beat Jack.
Yeah,
I thought he beat Jack.
Yeah, same.
You know, what's his name? I said it last year. I said last year. What's his name? Joshua Buatsi. I think he can beat Bivol and Beterbiev. And I haven't seen Beterbiev on the weekend. I think Buatsi can beat him. Beterbiev, you know, all these guys, ESPN and all these broadcasters, they big up their fighters. But to me, they're not all that. And when I see Joshua Buatsi, I know he's a prospect, but I give him a big chance. And all these guys, they want to laugh at me. They're saying like, oh, they've been watching boxing for like 10, 15, 20 years. I don't care. I know what my eyes see, and I see that Joshua Buatsi can beat up Beterbiev. There is not all that, man. I've watched him live for the last 5 fights, and I'm not really impressed. I just think he's just a big bully, and that's it. Nothing else.
Beterbiev, he does a lot of things good, but I don't think he's the monster that people make him out to be anymore. People think he's a killer and all this. I really thought he was just going to steamroll Govsdick, but Govsdick actually hung in there. So does Beterbiev punch as hard as we think he does too? I don't know about that either anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I want to see him in there with Joe Smith. That's guaranteed fireworks, hopefully.
Apparently, that's next. The Joe Smith fight could be next.
I think that
Joe Smith, he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. I'm telling you, man. And I actually favored Joe Smith to win that fight.
Yeah. And Joe Smith has actually gotten better, man. I was really impressed with that Alvarez performance. I will say Alvarez didn't look himself totally.
Yeah.
In that fight. But Joe Smith did a really, really good job because Alvarez was the favorite.
Do you know what? I agree with actually Volts what he said in the chat. Like, Beterbiev, he's he's nearly 37 years old.
Nobody talks about it, and that's true.
His power, like, okay, in the beginning he was an animal, but when you watch like channels like Modavidia and all that sort of stuff, those channels.
Oh, Modavidia.
They make out, places like that on YouTube. They make out like Beterbiev is such an animal. that you have to fear for your dear life. And I'm telling you, those YouTube channels, they're crazy, man. They make out like, you know, he's an animal, like, you know what I mean? Like the way they talk about him. But Potapiev, to me, you know what Volts is saying in the chat, at the age of 37 years old, he's definitely, you know, in decline. And I think Boatsi is definitely ready. Boatsi is an animal and he doesn't give up. He's not a quitter. He's not like Anthony Yard.
Yard, Yard. I like Yard. I like him as a person, but
he has all the gifts. He has all the gifts. But
no, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him.
And his trainer.
Yeah.
Empty the tank. Empty the tank.
I'm tired. What do I do? Lions in the
empty that fucking tank.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, a couple of months ago, they were saying that he might have left him, but guess what? He hasn't even left him. He's still training. He's still training him. This is disaster.
It's a disaster.
This guy is a disaster. He's not even a good trainer. Like,
it's horrible. I think. Did you hear him in the? I was in
the last fight. He was saying, he said, I think he broke his hand, but I'm not 100% sure. I think so though. I think so. So, like, if that was me as a trainer, it's obvious that the guy wasn't throwing his right hand for like 6-7 rounds. He wasn't doing it. I would have said it. Listen, go gun ho, go knock this guy out. Because what's his name? Arthur. Like he basically his right hand was gone. He was just jabbing him. He literally won on that fight by jabbing the guy to death. Yeah, ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous.
And he made a fan out of me out of the fight as far as his character, Lyndon Arthur. He was very humble about everything. I really like the attitude he took. But with Yard, he has all the gifts to really become a good fighter. But I'm really one of those guys who believes in sometimes not everything is possible. Sometimes you did start a bit late and you have to work with what you have. And Tunde won't help. I mean, that Kovalev fight, literally when he had him hurt her, actually before you can hear him in the background in the highlights. Body, body, body. I mean, is that it? Do you have anything else substantive? Like, it's just no. He's not a boxing trainer. He's a boxing fraud. Is Tunde guy.
Do you know what it is? It's loyalty. Like all these boxers, like especially in England, like even AJ, like the only guy, even though Fury, I don't like Fury, but at the same time, Fury, like he doesn't stay with the same trainers. But AJ, look at AJ, like he's so loyal to Rob McCracken. Like they don't want to, like for some reason, they don't want to leave just because of loyalty. Like fuck the loyalty. This is all about you. Like you're in that ring on your own. This career, you have to be selfish. You have to do what's best for you. And that's what, even though, like I said, like I'm not a fan of Tyson Fury, but again, he changes his trainers. If he's not happy, he changes it. But like someone like AJ and Dillian White as well. Dillian White recently he changed his trainer, but that was a bad move though, because Mark Tip he was really doing well for him. But the others like Yard and actually Dubois he changed his trainer as well recently. But these guys are just too loyal, man. They just listen. It's not about loyalty. This is about selfish. You have to be selfish. You have to do whatever it takes in this sport because it's a short career as well. Because these guys, they don't really care about you. They just care about your pockets.
Yeah. I mean, you're exactly right. Exactly right.
Man.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep, man. It's 1:49 in
all right, man.
England right
Get
now,
some
man.
Sleep then. Thank you for hopping on.
Thanks for having me on, man. Watcher, man, and Tyrone and everybody in the chat as well, man. You know, so I'll see you guys soon, guys. All right.
All good, man.
All right, man.
All right, brothers.
I want to touch on this Volts UK Virgil Hunter Lenko. I'm not a big fan of Virgil Hunter. I don't think he can train anybody whose last name isn't Ward. What do you think, Watcher?
I think he's all right as a trainer.
But he had other than Ward, really?
No, he hasn't had much. Because Ward was special. Ward was special, and
I just don't believe in the Virgil.
I just think Virgil can only work with one certain style. I don't think he can work with many other styles.
Yeah. I think he's doing okay with Yoka, but he's not training him half the time, isn't he? He's
Really? He's with Yoka? Oh, hell no. I'm not a fan now.
Mm.
Man, you are kidding, yeah? No, you're kidding. You're actually joking now. He's not training with him.
Unless he left him recently. But
he left him?
He doesn't come to Paris to fight, He apparently worked with somebody else.
Dear me. Hey, hold on a minute. Your boy put a video up.
What disaster are we gonna have now? What?
Oh man!
Did you put in?
Jamal Charlo afraid of David Benavidez?
Is who?
Jamal Charlo.
Well,
he looks thin on this dude.
Also, the eye test and what we're hearing, it doesn't sound great. He's talking about him having to do a COVID test. I'll knock him out in 2 rounds. I mean 4. I mean 5. I mean 6 rounds. It does not look great. I think just fight needs to be made behind closed doors, and they need to get it over the line.
Yeah, I'm sick of the talk, man. The shit is getting old. That talk between those two is getting old. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah. I think, hold on a sec. I think we've covered a lot today.
Yeah.
So I might wrap it up. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yep, no problem.
And good luck on that homework you're doing as well.
Yeah, I mean it's a disaster. So it's another disaster. I've been using that word recently.
Are you gonna confront the professor and say, "Look, this is what we need to do"? How you
before, dude. Before, like you'll be in a class, you're in a class and nobody wants to speak up, and everybody's scared of what will happen. Not scared, but they're kind of shy or whatever. I mean, I was in class the other day, and he was like, "Okay, so how are we going to go about?" He was asking me the question, "How are we going to go about this? What does this mean quantitatively? What does this do? How should we approach this?" And I said, "I'll be honest. I mean, I'm just kind of in a daze. I have no idea what's going on. Although I've been sitting here the entire time, I can tell you bits and pieces, but I'm not sure what your question is. I'm going to need some help." So he said, okay, I'll give you a hint. I said, "More hints, please." I told the professor that I said, "Listen, like on another test, like we got like a sort of trick question." And he said, "There's no tricks here." I said, "Let's be honest here. This was meant to toss us up, right? To kind of throw us off our game. Just being objective." They laugh about it. They think it's funny. I went to professors and try to get points back, and just before I even start, said, "Listen, I had like an 84. I said, we need to get this up to an 87. So this is my goal. We're going to work through and try to get it up there." And they just start laughing how honest I am.
Oh, my God.
They actually respect me in a weird way.
Shit. I was just watching a Blue Blood sports thing. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I totally get what you mean about people being shy and everything, and like, yeah, like you kind of psych the teacher out. It's like it is a trick question. It is a trick.
Yeah, I was like, let's be honest here. This is a trick question. You spent the whole it wasn't the semester, but the whole time on this unit, we were taught that the viscosity of blood. It was a cardiovascular class. Basically, the blood viscosity was supposed to be anywhere from 2. I think it was up something like 2.5 centipoise to like 4 or 5 centipoise, and then the problem gave us something that was 10. And I said that's wrong. But it turns out it was right, considering even though I did the calculation, and that proved it was right. I was kind of hesitant to say it was because he was telling us opposite. So it was a question to throw us off. and I told him that. He was just laughing because he knew I was sort of right.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Remotely, I have a bit more. Actually, I'm kind of the same remotely, but sometimes it's easier when I cam down.
No, I mean, you know, that's a good thing. I mean,
In person too, it's pretty funny.
yeah, I know. I imagine it sounds funny.
Yeah, I'm lucky with my school. Most of the professors aren't very arrogant. You know, they're there to help most of the time. And
Jeez, that must make you happy, eh?
yeah, man, I want as much help as I can get. I'm tired of working hard.
Man,
One
that shit
year.
sounds so complicated.
I have one more year, and then I start working full time, wherever that is.
Hey, man, sounds good.
Yep, I turned 23 this year. I feel fucking old. I'll have my math.
Old?
Yeah, I feel old at 23, dude.
Oh, come on, dude.
23.
Nah, you probably feel the same. You know.
I do feel definitely much different than when I was like 19.
Well, physically?
Physically, I am, but mentally, I think as well.
Do you feel like more molded? You know?
In a way, I feel like I've kind of went back to how I was before I was 19. Like I felt when I was in high school, I'm in home. Like I just kind of was more. I was more of a homebody. But when I got to college, I'm not as much, but I still was. And then as I'm in graduate school, I feel like I've came back to being a homebody because I'm just busy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to look up the definition of homebody. I'm like, what's a homebody again? But now I know what it is. Yeah.
I haven't left my house in a week now. Real
Have you
talk.
gone outside in the backyard or whatever?
Nope.
Really?
I am a homebody, dude. You can tell by my hair.
I want the afro.
Yeah, I literally just sit inside most of the day, even when I'm at school.
Inside?
The fall again. Finish my last.
Yeah, well.
Get this master's and get out of here. But
you're doing a master's?
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. That's something. Hey, that's good, man. You know?
Yeah, just trying to.
Hey, I'd tell you what, if I was in your class, I'd be the first one to put my hand up and call out in relations to anything regarding turning your back. Trust me.
But professor, he can't be walking there that fast. He's turning his back.
I said, he's turning his back.
And I'm thinking, I agree.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. That's so weird, man. No one can debate me on that shit. No one. I'm sorry. Unless it's neurological and I can give you a pass. And it's a very slim pass I'm giving you as well. You know, but to hell with it. All right, I'll let you go, man. All right. I'll see you around.
All right, man. See you.
All right. Peace, everyone.
All right,
and
peace.
We are out.